I'm ready.
I'm almost ready. Elrond. I think it probably is from Elrond Hubbard. You're right, Tom. I was like,
As soon as you said it, my brain was
Elrond.
like, "Yep."
Elrond.
Okay. Right. Oh, always see that and get sad. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay. Didn't sound like everyone, but okay, I'm gonna go with that.
I'm ready.
So, last time you did your downtime activities. I think Jane was doing some penance, from what I remember. Pierre was gambling and getting everyone into the wrestling, and there was a wrestling tournament after which Amelie Chevrolet won. What did Ember? Ember did the cooking. No, did she?
She did some cooking, yeah.
She did some
Cooking and I think it was entertainment.
Oh yeah. She went around the camp entertaining people, getting their spirits up with Blaze. Oh yeah, because Blaze stole the show at the end. I remember now. And Diligence. What did Diligence made a magic item?
She made money, baby. Yeah. She made a mystery key for Lucille.
Ooh. I assume Diligence is keeping hold of that.
No, she's giving it to Lucille.
Okay, I better write that down then.
No, yeah, you fucking better.
Better write it down for a session.
And she did magical services.
Oh, yes. And you decided that the next mission that you were going to do was travelling to the Wizard's Tower, which Lucille has told you a little bit about. Diligent seemed pretty interested in it, and I think it was like the group consensus. That was the one you all kind of wanted to do. But on the way there, something strange happened. As you were passing through a sort of rocky area, which isn't a surprise for the Stonelands, you saw a large black dragon sailing above you. It landed without attacking you, surprisingly, and a woman dressed in dark plate armor with pallid skin, jet black hair, called herself Alusair Fitzabaskir and claimed to be the sister of your travelling companion, Rodri LeBlanc, who I guess nobody guessed that she was Rager Oak Baskier. No, not at all. But yes, apparently, well, you have to be, well, you'll see. But
yeah, Darian's got some sort of secret plan up his thing miles away.
Darren's been forgotten about, but not at all. Not at all. And Diligence sent a message back to Fort Champion. And I think that's sort of where we left it. I think you were planning to carry on with continuing to the Mage's Tower.
Sounds right to me.
Yeah. So, I'll move you to the map. See how far you travelled last time. So you travelled 15 miles last time. I think we worked out that you could get there with all your travelling. And it'd probably be about midday by the time you got there.
Yeah, I think we were going to stop halfway, weren't we, and like rest and then go.
Yeah, because it seemed smarter. It seems it was going to take a day anyway.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how we did it, it'd be better to be there, rested, and excuse me, with some of the day to spare.
So you're going at a slower pace? Was it you were going at a slower pace?
Yeah, we were.
We did, yeah.
So were you planning to spend the night in the Stonelands?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think also Pierre told Joan to prepare sending in the morning so she could guarantee that the people at Fort Champion would get the message if Liana's bird didn't go off for whatever reason.
My bird!
I would... So, after this incident, they wouldn't speed up their journey at all.
I mean, 15 miles, how late in the day would it be?
So let me just look at this.
That would be
So
like 5
at the
hours,
moment,
right?
you've travelled 15 miles and you've got another like 10 or 12 to go.
It would have been like 6 hours though, because we were travelling slowly. I think we have to stop.
Okay.
I think we have to commit to what we were doing.
Okay.
Pushing on's not going to get us there tonight without taking exhaustion checks.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point because you've already done it slowly.
Yeah.
So, the weather is good, so you could probably push on a few more hours if you wanted to. Is it 2 more hours you've got left?
I think about that.
Yeah. So you'd get. So you could get about 3 more miles, I think.
Look at travel. Travel 5e.
Yeah, if you've travelled, no, it's here. It's on here. So if you've travelled 15 miles, you can go 3 more.
Yeah, so we'd do that. I think.
Yeah, we'd have to go at normal pace. But yeah.
Okay. So I'll put you where you sort of were. Is there anything that they say to each other on the journey? That it's a very clear day. There's no obvious sign of danger, or would it be very like repressed after what just happened with the dragon and the intimidating lady?
Yeah, I think it'd be a bit intense from Pierre at least. He's a bit irritated and what's happened and a bit kind of like, ugh.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would be a tense silence.
Yeah.
What would you, when you got to the end of your journey, would you be looking for places? I assume you'd be looking for places to camp.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I imagine you're trying to find somewhere quite sheltered, like considering that there was a dragon here just now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So anyone who's like looking for a place to camp, or you can designate someone who's looking, trying to find places. Can they roll a survival check, please?
I can if no one else wants to. I've got a +3.
Go ahead.
Yeah, +2.
Good start.
Oh.
Well, good.
So I think with what's just happened, you're all tired. You might have travelled slowly, but the stress of this encounter, like you've never seen like a huge dragon before. I imagine like as it came down, your adrenaline would have just shot up, and it's just completely like depleted you. And Pierre's just like, let's just camp anywhere, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. So you're getting quite close to where this wizard tower is now. You can see in the distance like a hill.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone wants to try and see what they can see from the from this position, you can roll perception.
Oh.
Okay. So, Ember, as you look into the distance, you can see these sort of 2 peaked hills. You see on one of them, you wouldn't call it a tower. It's looking really sort of squat, maybe 3 or 4 stories.
Okay.
But you can see like glistening off with the sort of light that something seems to be shining off a very large window.
Were we told it's a tower, or were we just assuming it was a tower?
Everyone has referred to it as Wizard's Tower. They haven't ever really gone on. And if you looked around in this area, the only thing that else that would really stand out to you as a tower is this giant crackling mass which just juts off into the sky over here. It's like very far away at the moment, but on these hills you can only see this sort of squat reflecting window.
Okay.
It's quite a bit smaller than we might expect then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit like a lighthouse.
You'd guess, Ember, that it only looks about 3 stories tall. It's probably it's probably a bit shorter than the one at Fort Champion.
Ember just looks around and she says, "A tower's supposed to be shorter than trees. Even my houses are taller than that."
I have to admit I was expecting something a little larger.
Is the ruined wizard tower?
Mm-hmm.
Are we still going?
Well, we've committed this far, so...
Okay.
What was I going to say? Can't remember. So, is there anything you'd like to do, or are you going to take a long... Well, actually, you've made it to midday, so I'm not really sure what you're going to do between now and the evening.
How far are we from it? A few miles.
Let me just measure it. About 5 or 6 miles.
Oh, okay. So it's still very much distant.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should probably rest up regardless. I mean, we travelled, what, like 8 hours? We're going to be knackered, like... Probably just, like, setting up camp for the rest, like, for a few hours, and then probably... I mean, maybe just talking about what just happened, really.
Mm-hmm.
And what we plan to do. I think Pierre would say, Liana, what do you make of all this?
I'm not entirely sure. I feel we are working with without all the facts, but my instinct is to look to those in positions of authority. The whole point of an army, of my order, is that if you're unsure, you can pass it up the chain.
What about the people of Fort Champion? We should, once they know, what if the warning is ignored? I very much doubt a woman with a black dragon is bound to not follow up on said threat.
It's a fair consideration, Pierre, but why do people make threats to manipulate often? If she was completely in control, then why didn't she just take Raedra from us now?
But do we really want to take that chance?
Mr. Fast has a point. We do not know her true intentions. Maybe this was simply her flaunting her power.
I think if nothing else, then perhaps we should ask Raedra what she is like. I mean, she knows us better than any of the rest of us, and she will be able to advise us whether or not she believes she is, for one, serious, and two, if she really has the power to do such a thing.
What would Raedra reply to that?
Well, she's off on her own at the moment. She's not really hanging around near you.
I think Pierre would say then, she didn't seem to have any inclination that she knew her.
That is true, but we do know that... No, we know that Redra has a brother. Is that correct? Is that
Mhm.
right?
That's
DM,
right.
yeah. And that he's useless, and everybody thinks that Raedra should be the queen.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. This is very true. Well, would it be expedient to perhaps do some investigation into whether or not this woman is in fact even Raidra's sister in the first place?
Perhaps, but I have to say I do not trust Raedra.
Well, that is fair. She has been lying to us about her identity for weeks, although
Precisely.
not very well. Yes, good point.
My concern is simply for the people of Fort Champion. Since me and Toby arrived, and everything that's happened, all of you have become, I would consider us close friends. I don't have much to say anything happen to you or the people back there either. There are good men and good women. Good people.
We can't send her up there alone, though. Shouldn't we go with her?
Absolutely not. You want to trifle with a woman who has even a young black dragon, Miss Wins. That is something I have no desire to trifle with.
Diligence and Pierre, can you roll a history check about what you might have heard about Asmanda just from before?
Well, natural 20 for
So,
diligence.
Oh, baby.
diligence, you know that ever since like the army got rallied up north, there have been scouts who have gone into like a 10-mile radius. Like you see where Fort Obligation is.
Yeah.
So there's sort of a circle of about 7 miles around Asmanda. They've sent in scouting parties, and this is a land of thunder. There's constant thunderstorms in that sort of region. And no one who's gone in has ever come back, and you know
Fuck.
that war wizards have been in there, way more powerful than you. And that knights of like the Earth Maiden and knights of the Green Knight and Purple Dragon Knights have all gone in there, and they've never been seen again.
Yeah, but they didn't have the power of a monitor behind them.
They didn't. You're right. They didn't have that.
Yeah, Diligence would look quite nervous as she relays that, and as Ember says about not letting Raedra go alone, she'll be like, I would very much fear that place, Ember. The things I've heard, the masters of my order much further up the chain than I have tried and not returned.
Then Raedra shouldn't go alone, though. But then what do we do?
So the one woman's life for the potentially saving countless at Fort Champion. She has shown she is no loyalty to us. She has been acting completely bizarrely since what happened to Toby. I don't know. Perhaps I am being too harsh.
I agree she's been acting a bit more weird, but it's still Raedra. You know? She kind of looks unsure.
Yeah.
Also, a member of the royal family.
Quite.
So if you're sort of waiting for the time to pass, would you? I assume you'd all have a ration, or would you be looking for food around here?
Yeah, probably have a ration, I think.
Yeah, I think too distracted to be foraging. I imagine the conversations being quite heated at some points, just because everyone's very on edge about it.
You can see Rage is definitely not she's hanging back with her dragon. At one point she sort of goes off a bit to sort of hunt with her dragon, and they seem to come back with the corpse of some mangled animal, and you can just see it like ploughing into it, and she's just sort of watching. like engrossed in it. But diligence later on in the night, probably as it's getting a bit dark, so around 8 or 9, you'd see Chatterpie flying back over.
My boy. Yeah, she would leap up from her seated position at seeing him and raise her arm up in the air and just shout out to the others. We have news! There should be news!
What does it say?
Thank goodness.
So everyone gathers around, including Raedra and Lucille. And you look in the little... I assume he has a little strap with him where you put the little note
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you pull it out and you can read this.
Worrying and confusing news. Complete exploration of Mage's Tower and report back to Fort Champion ASAP. We have started preparing defenses. Raedra Obaskia reported to be in Suzail. She has no sisters. Dragon Rider is most disturbing but not surprising. Vive le Ra? Ra?
I
Roy?
don't know. Anya, is it Roy
Yeah.
or Raw?
Le roi.
Laura.
Vive le Ra? Ra!
Roi. Roi.
Mwah! Mwah! Oh, like Fable. Mwah!
Not at all, but okay.
Major Chevrolet.
So one thing I forgot to mention, I said a week, but I should have said a 10-day.
Oh yeah, I thought that's what you meant.
Yeah.
Well, they're preparing.
That is good news, at least, I suppose.
Yeah, but what kind of defences do we really have?
Precisely.
One thing you would know, as you were leaving, you would have seen a ballista and the catapult from Slugger's base being wheeled around inside the walls.
Wheeled around by who? By Mullins.
Yeah, by Mullins.
Well, I'm sure Mullins will soon be known as Mullins Dragon Slayer before the week is over. In the meantime, I suppose we have little choice but to continue on to this lighthouse.
Yes, and we should give it our full focus or we risk ourselves.
Very true.
Raedra looks a bit perturbed, and she's like, "How will Raedra Obaskia get from Suzail to Asmander in 10 days?" I'm standing here, but I've been hearing these rumors ever since I got to that little fort.
Well, you're free to, if you're planning to go to such a hard word to say, Amazandor, you're free to leave at a moment's notice, Your Majesty. Please do not let us
sing the point. She just walks off.
Lewis fails to
Away.
understand the point she was making, so could.
Raedra Obaskia reported to be in Suzail.
But I thought the Chevrolet knew.
No, he didn't know.
Oh, shit.
You didn't put it in your little note either.
Mm.
I listened to it like twice to make sure that you didn't.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Well, then, it is almost as if a decision is made for us. They are preparing defenses. They believe Raedra will not be attending Amazandar.
I say we just deal with this situation as it is and get back to Fort Champion and start trying to convince people that there's an imminent attack. I think there's no other... If we can convince the Major, then perhaps they may consider retreating to Guark. At least that is a more defensible position.
Lucille will be like, what about all the other forts? Surely
Right.
they're in equal danger as well. They can't all fit in Fortress Guark. It's huge, but it's not that huge.
Quite, although the threat was specifically towards Fort Champion. But
True.
I have no doubt your fears are likely not unfounded. That should Fort Champion lie empty when that beast flies over, then the other forts are equally at risk.
Lucille would look at Diligence and she's like, we better find something good in that little stump on the hill. She points to a wizard's tower.
Well, that's what we're here to find out, Lucille. Whether we find things or not may well come down to how closely we pay attention, so let's get some proper rest so that we can be at our best in the morn.
She gets the key out you gave her and she's like, well, it's a good thing we got this. And she like flips it and she fails to catch it and it just hits on the floor and she's like,
Use it wisely, Lucille.
I will. Okay. So, assume the rest of the day you're just resting up.
Yeah, I think so. I think Pierre is pretty feeling conflicted. I think he's used to Toby would know what to do in this situation, and he doesn't, and he feels nervous and feels scared for the people he cares about or has come to care about. Much in the same way he just lost someone he cared about very much. So yeah, I think that's where Pierre's at.
Can I ask a question? I think
Of
I might be
course.
being stupid.
I'm sure you're not.
I probably am. Because if we've just been talking to Raedra, right?
Right. Yeah, right.
But it says that she's in Suzale.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Well, what is that about?
Yeah, it's a good point.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah. It's just nobody mentioned it, and I was like, what?
No.
Oh, okay, maybe I'm missing something here.
I'm assuming that perhaps there's some kind of Princess Amidala shit going on where Keira Knightley swapped out with Natalie Portman. If anyone else gets that reference, apart from Keira.
Let's forget it's Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, people don't know this is... We're all just like, yes, Raedra, but people don't think...
Yeah.
People don't know that Raidra's with us or here, right?
Mhm, precisely, yeah.
Because she's run off to be a soldier. So people think, perhaps, that she's in Suzelle. Perhaps the royal family's keeping up appearances, or that's just what the rumour mills spat out for now.
When you were in Griffin Hill, I'll remind you.
Oh,
so-
is this to do with her getting...
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Getting married, yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So she's meant to be in Suzelle getting married or something.
Yeah.
Right,
That's a good
true.
point.
Also, is there a possibility that the real Raedra is actually in Suzale and that's not actually Raedra?
I suppose it could be a possibility.
And with every unsure shit we're seeing, that is something that I can actually imagine would come to people's
Yeah.
Either
minds.
that,
Yeah.
Or, what if... Or, I mean, not just now that it's a fake Raedra being swapped out for a real Raedra, but what if it's not actually even Raedra, even from the beginning?
Possibly.
But our Raedra has a little dragon. And the dragon stuff makes sense, right? Because we thought about... Didn't last session we roll and we knew about the big old black dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she's not the
Yeah,
only one with a
Falcor.
dragon.
No, but there's a connection to the family, wasn't there? Connection
Yes.
to the royal family?
There was the Clutch of Falcor.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah,
they-
because the
you-
brother has an egg and he's just like...
Yeah.
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 So the
And then this-
Abaskir family has essentially 3 dragons.
Yeah. So it'd be weird if this wasn't Raedra, that some fake has a black dragon that they seem to have closely bonded with.
Yeah, but it's not impossible, is it?
It's not impossible, absolutely not. And that is definitely at least one of the theories Diligence would be furiously scribbling down in her books. She's trying to figure things out.
No. I don't know. I don't know if I trust it.
No, I definitely don't trust it. I don't
Because
feel
it could
certain.
actually be Radra's real sister, but because the that reminds me of this really shit painting we've got at work. It looks like a giant penis, and it's just everyone's always like, "Is that a penis?" I'm like, "No, it's called haystacks." But okay. I've forgotten my train of thought now. I don't think it was very interesting or important as per usual, so I'll be quiet now.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, but it's good to keep an open mind.
Yeah, I think it's easy to overthink stuff as well. But I think
Yeah, but this is Kieran.
either way,
Actually, she's a cheese.
Yeah.
Got you again, suckers!
either way, she's very suspicious, and I don't trust her for even a second.
Very sensible.
Especially with what's happened since she, quote unquote, died.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
I think that's Pierre's main reason for not trusting her, because he feels like some kind of dark magic is afoot, and he doesn't trust it.
So,
Yeah, let's
Would
focus
you
on the
be-
task of hand.
would you be taking a long rest?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just gonna roll this. See if the weather changes during the night. Where is it?
Oh, I forgot. I wanted to do
Yes.
this. This doesn't need RPing, but
Okay.
Diligence, because she has the staff of bird calls now.
Mhm.
She just wants everyone to be aware, like, if they're in a tricky situation and she can't speak or something, but she can still use the staff. If they hear, and she doesn't want it to be something that they might hear anyway, so she would use the seagull's cry on it. That's like, shit's going down, SOS, please help sound.
I like that.
And the all's good sound would be the the ducks quack, because that's funny.
That's amazing.
I should find
Yeah, I
those.
can't imagine a sound that would make me want to help something less than a seagull.
Well, the other SOS option logically would be,
Ducks.
you want a duck sound for helping.
No.
I'm just trying to. There was another one I saw that was good, because I want it to be loud as well.
Cockerel?
No, stick with the
oh,
seagull.
Goose's honk.
Stick with the seagull.
Okay.
I think also Pierre would still encourage Joan to prepare sending for the next day, because thing that with like talking in quite paranoid ways anyway, I feel like the conversation probably paranoid between the group. So I think he would be like, well, let's make sure that they actually got the message and it wasn't intercepted.
I've got my one charge on my sending stones, so I can do that.
Well,
I think it's to a
You need
random
the
one.
other.
Yeah.
yeah, it will go to
No.
whoever has the other one.
No, it just says you send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar.
I think that's
That's
the sending
spell.
spell, but I think the sending stone, Kieran said that it
Was
was...
It's a weird thing with that item entry, Anya.
That doesn't
Yeah, it's
make
like
any
it's basically a
sense.
radio for.
Well,
Is it
sending
talking?
wasn't on my list of potential spells, so
Should be if you go to prepare spells.
Yeah, cleric. It's in the
Yeah.
cleric list.
Trust me, it definitely is, because we used it a fuckload with Bungo.
Yeah.
no, I can't. I couldn't find it, and I can't
I
see
think
it
it's all
now.
close, isn't it?
If you go, you
That's
have to,
alright.
you have to
Oh,
prepare it.
sending.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I see it now. Oh, it's because I was looking for it earlier on and I couldn't find it. Okay, cool.
I have prepared wall of sand.
Do not do my suggestion that I said to Tom, because.
Now you said it.
was
It's
great.
happening now.
I'm a bard, I don't repair anything.
So, are you taking watches throughout the night?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Pierre would either take one or assist. He's not particularly good at perception, so...
Rager would be like, I probably shouldn't take a watch. You're all expecting me to run off throughout the night.
I think that's
I will
a
take a watch.
Sorry, go on, Joe.
None. She would just say, I will take a watch.
Yes, I think that's an appropriate assumption. I will also take a watch.
You can see Diligence has already set herself up with all her books and stuff around her. She's taken the first watch.
And
Ember just
Being
goes to sleep.
diligent.
Rachel would be like, Azun can stay up to help one if you want.
Oh! Diligence would shoot her hand up in the air.
Okay. So yeah, Azun would, if you poked him-
Okay, yeah, here's the thing, because obviously you're thinking he's going to help, and
it
therefore I
might be
get
distracting,
advantage.
right?
Diligence would 1,000,000% be distracted by Azun there and would just be sketching him the whole time.
Are you sure that's the best idea, Liana?
It's the perfect opportunity. It
Let's
won't
not forget what happened with the pigeon.
interfere. I'd rather forget, thank you, Pierre. Anyway, it's my watch, not yours. Go get some sleep.
I know, but remember what happened with Hokum and it's an awful balding spot that he's got on the top of his head now, thanks to that.
Didn't mind. He played it off as some great adventurer's wound.
Well, good night for now.
She doesn't even say goodnight. She's distracted already.
Yeah, you can see that Azun's like watching Pierre as he walks off.
Yeah, Pierre doesn't like him at all. Just like, little fucker.
Evils. So I'm just going to roll flat, Kieran, if that's alright.
Yeah, that's fine. So,
Nice average score.
as you're looking around, you occasionally hear the sounds of like some small, reptilian-like beasts that inhabit the Stonelands. You'd recognise some of them, but they wouldn't be like particularly like terrifying. You don't hear anything large. As you sort of look up towards the Wizard's Tower, you can see some very, very dim lights. They probably look like torches on the outside.
Okay. Occupied. Good to know.
Mhm.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
would, with all her diligent demeanor and what have you, around Azun and like sketching these animals, she would very much regress and revert a bit to her childhood of reading and loving the reading about mythical creatures and such. And as she hears the other reptiles around, she'd be like, a distant cousin of yours, perhaps? And just be like, almost like a young girl at play, like just chatting to Azun as she's sketching him and such.
As you say that, Azun's forked tongue would just like out, and you'd see like spittle, like acidic spittle around his mouth.
She'd just be like, and then do like a little acid splash on the ground nearby.
Kind of looks at it, and then he does that thing where he looks at it and turns his nose up at it.
Yeah, she would love that. She's not going to be dissuaded. Yeah, and then she'd sketch. She'd do lots of different. I think they'd start off again on the diligent side of being anatomical and interesting, different theories around the biomechanisms of dragonkind. But she'd end up drawing him like flying over mountains and volcanoes and stuff, and being a cool dragon.
If she's like really look at him, can do a nature perception check to see if you notice anything like specific.
Absolutely.
Oh shit! Yeah. So you realise that the things you've seen of most black dragons is that they are quite jet black, and as they get older, the tips of their wings go this like purple tinted.
Yeah.
But Azun looks like he's already got it.
Oh, very unusual.
Yeah.
And he doesn't show other signs of like premature aging or anything.
No, he wouldn't. But you would know about Falgor, seeing as you rolled last time.
Mm-hmm.
He was a very old black dragon who was almost completely purple by the time he died.
Oh, that would be interesting. To Diligent, she'd make little notes on that, how it seems to have passed on his purple tint, perhaps.
Yeah, and with that nature check, you'd also realise he's very young. He's probably before the point where he can talk, and he's not just hiding it.
Yeah.
Though you would also get that seeing how Rager commands him around, you think there's probably some level of telepathy going on.
Scribble, scribble, scribble. This would all be written down in
And he
fervent
wouldn't know,
note taking.
and he wouldn't know, but he wouldn't know how much Rager is getting from this whole interaction. So
Yeah. It's definitely still a lot of enigmatic elements there. Cool. Yeah, and then when she's done, she'd go and wake up. It was Pierre and Joan. She'd probably go to Pierre.
Okay.
Oh shit, and he's not in the chat.
Oh yeah.
I'll just quickly go to the toilet, see if she comes back.
Yeah.
Okay. See if she's messaged me.
As I say, I'm getting my toilet fixed before you guys come.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Is that a silly way around to do it?
Well,
We'll
have to
come
do
and
it.
break it
even if it's just you and Lewis, it's like it's never going to fill up if it's not. If it's
Oh, it's like not feeding through from the tank properly.
low flow, yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Get a bucket
that?
of water in there and start chucking it down the toilet every time you want to.
We'll just be like a cat and we'll just climb over the neighbour's fence and poo in their garden. Climb
I
back.
mean, you don't have to. You don't have to climb over. You could just step over.
Yeah, perfect. What am I bringing Warhammer wise then?
Well, if you want.
I'm bringing Colts for Lewis.
Everything. Entire.
Bringing everything. Kieran's got his. You'll make a kill team out of your own shit, I assume, Kieran.
Yeah, I think I can anyway.
Nice. Okay, so it's just. And then. Oh my god. What do I bring for George? That's a whole new Warhammer
I
question.
still don't know if George is coming.
Yeah, indeed. That's fine, I'll bring enough for 2 kill teams. We can do.
Such a good week.
Yeah.
Can't wait to play Newcastle and be like, I'm buying Mbappe. And you see, they got. Well, I was saying to Lewis, they got taken over by the Sauds
Oh, when was this?
today, so
Shit.
they're gonna be.
Whole new
moneyed.
team, yeah. That's wacky.
Sauds are 5 times richer than the people who own Man City.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I will buy every good player.
Messi, Ronaldo, Lingard.
Fuck, that'd be so weird seeing like Newcastle colours with all the fancy players.
Someone
My
was like-
dad. Yeah, go on.
Someone was like, they're going to harvest the organs of all the greatest footballers and make Alan Shearer good again.
Amazing. My dad was. We were watching some classic Prem games, and there's a game from the 80s between, so you know, whatever version of the Prem, or early 90s, and it was Liverpool versus Newcastle. Kevin Keegan's Newcastle.
Oh no, that
Fuck
must be
me.
like 95, 96.
Yeah, so 90s.
Then.
Yeah, that is I think that might be the craziest game I've ever seen. Like, there was, because Kevin Keegan's whole thing was, we don't care how many we get scored against, we'll just score more goals than them. And the Liverpool team at the time was really attack oriented as well. I've never seen a game where from 1 to minute 93 with stoppage time, there wasn't a single break in pace. As soon as anyone got the ball, it was just run forward. There was no midfield. It was just attack. Defense knocks it forward to their strikers. Attack. It's fucking crazy.
To watch that. Hang on.
I think I might use that picture for the Frost Maiden guy.
Yeah.
Oh, she returned.
Hello?
Hello.
Howdy.
Oh, sorry, it went silent, and all I heard it cut in as Tom went, "Ooh," and that was the last thing I heard.
Oh, she's back.
Yeah, and I tried to disconnect and then reconnect, and it was just being a butthole. So
Fair enough.
I'm back. Sorry,
It's all right.
technology, huh? What would we do?
Well, what did we do the other day with Facebook gone? No, it was fine. I guess.
We played D&D instead.
On my own. Oh yeah, we did. So anyway, it was Pierre and Joan's watch, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Have you done that on purpose?
Well, they agreed to do it, I think.
Oh, Diligence would have 100% done that on purpose. Yeah.
No, Joan would be feeling really weird about that.
Well, Diligence would have tricked her into it.
Oh, I see.
She'd have been like, "Time for your watch, Madame Afas," and then on the way back, like, kicked the side of Pierre's tent
Ouch.
because she's still grumpy at him for bringing up the hokum thing. Time for your watch.
Yes, I'm always ready. Oh, Mr. Fast, what a lovely evening it is.
Yes, it is beautiful. I have not seen the stars like this for many moons.
Yeah, and as you look up into the sky, you can see that the very clear sky is slowly giving way to some clouds that are forming right on sort of the edge of your vision. But at the moment, it does look quite lovely.
Well, I hope a Monitor's blessing keeps the skies clear. I can't say I particularly appreciate the rain.
Well, I suppose every type of weather sensation we can feel is some kind of blessing.
I suppose that's true. I suppose so, yes.
Yes, well, yeah.
Yes, let us keep the watch going, shall we? Yes, of course.
Yes, certainly. Let's go and watch. Yes.
Yes. What about that whole intelligent raptors thing? What do you think of that? Pretty funny.
Intelligent raptors?
Yeah,
Mhm.
can you remember that old guy who's like, "The raptors are coming"?
No, I don't.
I can imagine Joan would have phased out as well.
Yeah.
that guy.
Yes, I don't remember this man. I don't remember what you're talking about. to be
Probably
honest.
a good thing, to be honest. He's I think he's quite insane.
At least he wasn't talking about jelly caves, I suppose.
Yes, very much so. I think we've got quite the personalities back at Fort Champion.
I think I might be a bit of a magnet for weirdos.
Well, now, yeah, hey, I'm not a weirdo, Mr. Fass. I'm completely well adjusted. Can't you tell? And he kind of does like a tooth grin where he closes his eyes, like. "Ah."
Joan just sort of like smiles, but like raises an eyebrow, like, sure. Well, yes. It is it's a very strange thing, is it not? The way that life somehow brings us all together.
Well, I wouldn't have it any other way. And he kind of grimaces slightly as he says it.
How are you feeling without him?
Lost. If a black dragon had come down and Toby Legrand was here, I tell you that black dragon would not be standing here today.
Yes, but for what it's worth, we all trust your judgment, and Toby trusted your judgment also. So I think you should have more faith in yourself.
I appreciate that.
You've learned everything that you need to know from Toby. It is all just, she like taps her forehead, in here. He's still with you. You know that.
You're right. I sometimes wonder that he always had such confidence in his decisions, and well, I don't know how I come across, but I know I've got the facade and the bravado, and I talk a big game, but to be quite honest with you, I just make it up as I go along.
I think that is life. I think all of the most confident people are secretly just unsure of what they are doing, but they have enough trust in their judgment that it does not come across that way. But you should have more faith in yourself. Toby had faith in you, and so do I.
Thank you, Mr. Farce. Sharon, your faith is appreciated. I hope together we can keep everyone here safe, and nothing like what happens to Toby ever happens again.
No, I will name it up my life for any of you before I let that happen.
And I for you. I know it's only been a short time, but I do feel through everything that's happened and the kindness you have shown me in helping me grieve, I feel a responsibility to all of you.
Well, we are friends, as you say. It is exactly the way that it should be.
Yes. Yes,
And
you're right.
while it may not feel that we have... no, I don't know where I'm going with that.
Go on.
No, it was something about not getting justice for Toby, and then I was like, no, but Slugger is dead, but how would it not feel like justice, etc., etc. I accuse myself.
And that's all good.
Would you like to one of you roll with advantage, or you both roll? I don't mind which way you do it.
What do you think, Lewis? What should we do?
I got a +1. If you want.
Wait, what was it? Sorry.
Perception, I see.
Perception.
I think mine's +1 as well.
Let's both roll then.
I will when my laptop will let me go on to D&D Beyond. Oh no, I'm +4. Sweet.
Oh well, Pierre did very well anyway.
Yeah.
So, as you're talking, you both see the sort of lights moving around towards the sort of Mage's Tower. You can tell that where the window is, there's still a very, very bright light shining out of the top, which it was harder to see in the daylight. But it sort of just bathes the front of it in like radiance. When this sort of reflects around on top of a hill, you can see what looks like small little structures, maybe tents.
Looks like somebody's home.
Mhm.
Mr. Foss, sorry, Joan. I should stop being so formal. Do tell me, when you aren't sure what to do, this Monitor, does he speak to you? Does he? I have never been one to be close to the gods.
I would say that it is more of a gut feeling, but my grandma, she was a very skilled fighter and a very intelligent woman. In fact, I wear her armor in to remember her by, but I know she would know exactly what to do, and she has taught me well.
Well, and he kind of raises like a water flask, like a drink, and just says, "Well, you certainly do your grandmother justice."
Well, I hope she would see it that way. She was very demanding.
Yes. In what way?
Well, she just had very high standards, you know?
Well, parents and grandparents, and they're like, often do. My father expected me to run the Rallyhorn house into the next adjacent family next to the Obaskias one day. But look at me now, I'm in the fucking Stonelands with a cat woman and Liana and your beautiful self.
And what exactly did your father think that you were going to do?
Well, he had big plans for his firstborn, his special Pierre is what he used to call me. He said I would bring the family to new heights, back to the grand age when we saved the king. I would be the next step towards true nobility.
True nobility to me, I don't think comes from your birth. I think it comes from your actions.
Well, quite. But
I can say this, though, of course, because I am an Afas, so a little bit biased.
he chuckles and just says, "Well, I never had much interest in the trappings of nobility. I always found myself relating far more to the people of the dive bars of Arabelle than those courtly meals, or as you were."
Well, certainly, it is not for everyone.
My father tried to partner me up with a young noble girl of then I don't know any of the noble high up noble families in Cormac Kieran, but I imagine he would say like one of the high up ones, maybe.
Not too high.
Yeah,
but
you judge it.
Yeah, I can't think of a name off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I've got them all written down.
But Pierre,
I can fill one in for you in the future.
Yeah, Pierre would list one like a sort of mid to high, definitely higher than Rallyhorn, just put it that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Noble family, and he'd just say, "My father tried to pair me up with a noble lass, a girl called Triana."
I see. And is she your betrothed then? Back in...
Oh goodness, no, no, she got quite. She got quite sick of me, to be honest with you. We were supposed to be betrothed, but she was probably the most boring woman I've ever met. And I, with the help of my good friend, and he looks to Liana, and many of my other friends back in Arabelle, I managed to scare her off sufficiently enough.
Joan would find that very amusing, I'm sure. Well, I'm sure the right woman for you will come along one day, Pierre.
Well, here's hoping. And he raises a glass once more.
Well, we are elves. We have a very long time to find them.
Quite.
Right. Are you ready to go
Yeah.
to Embers?
Yeah.
I assume Ember was doing a watch, right?
Oh man, Ember's going to sleep.
Oh.
Yeah, the original plan was actually to have them do separate watches, but Diligence decided to mess with them.
Oh, well, I guess Lucille could do it.
I think Joan could probably do 2 because she's an elf, right? She can trance rather than sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, so as the day sort of starts breaking, Joan, can you do another perception check for me, please?
Oh no. What have you got planned? Oh shit.
So as you're looking at these the Wizard's Tower, you're like, what an ugly little stump that place is. It better have something good in it. We don't really glean anything much more. You look up into the sky, it's clouded over a bit, but it seems not to be raining. And at this point, you'd be ready to commence your travels once more, and you can all take a long rest.
Woo!
Let me just say, Lewis thinks what lies in this Wizard's Tower, just going to call it now, is that it begins with Marlin and ends in Silverfish.
Terrifying.
And if it doesn't, Anya is now going to be very disappointed.
You have stepped upon the sacred ground! Marlin Silverfish!
You shot
Oh,
my
this-
horse in the bum!
I call this Silverfish Tower! It's not size, it's what you do with it!
There it is.
Oh, what a character.
I
Yeah,
turned
did it-
into Terry for a second there. That was a little
Oh, Terry. Can't wait.
So,
Yeah, Diligence did some preparing of spells. Just so you know.
Okay. Is there anyone else would do in the morning? Would they have their ration now? Or not?
Yeah.
I took rations off for the day before.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
if we're going to do another one now, then yeah.
yeah, let's get it out of the way.
Ember will burn hers.
Oh, yeah, of
So
course.
I'm taking away 4, or are we providing for Lucille, Kieran, or Raedra?
You'd be Rage would have her own, but Lucille wouldn't.
Okay,
She's not
so
practical.
I'll take an extra one off then. So 80. That's fine. We got plenty.
Thank you, Diligence. She looks at it and she's like, oh.
As a war wizard, Lucille, you'll be expected to be familiar with the road, with adventuring, with fending for yourself.
Kind of looks at the ration again. She's like, well, maybe we'll find something in that tower so I won't have to do that.
What are you saying? You don't love a dead warg? And he kind of takes a bite out of it.
No, I prefer pheasant. Or
Did you know
mallard.
some people say no, the warg meat that the army provides actually some can be quite poisonous. If you're not careful and you have the wrong batch, you can simply die on the spot.
Kind of looks at it.
Pierre's 100% lying, by the way.
She is very naive. I'm going to make her do an insight check.
Well, I'm gonna roll deception because I'm fucking
Insight, charisma?
no wisdom.
it's
Oh yeah, good luck.
Jesus Christ.
Looks at it. I don't suppose anyone has purified food and water, do they, Diligence?
Do you?
No.
It's not good to ask for help from others.
Oh, live a little. I'm sure nothing will happen. You know. Be fine.
Takes a
I'm
bite.
so glad that I unprepared detect poison or disease in order to get sending instead.
Yes.
Oh my god. It was Pierre's plan all along.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do before you start heading out again?
I think so. I think Pierre might check in on Ember, just because she's been more quiet than usual, and just say, Miss Wins, is everything all right? You seem to be enjoying your burnt food. Oh, excuse me, warg meat.
Yeah, you walk up to her. She's just trying to feed Blaze, and he's just kind of turning away. Oh, why don't you want to eat this morning? You ate loads yesterday. She's just talking to him.
Well, there's your answer for you here. He's filled up on whatever a cat eats.
But he's not a cat.
Yeah,
He's...
cat, rat, whatever.
Oh, well. There's one thing he's cute. She picks him up and holds him towards you, Pierre.
Yeah, it's very sweet. I still am a bit unsure of the lovely little devil.
You will learn to love him one day.
I imagine Blaze just poops soot.
Please, can we make that canon? Well, yes.
So she gets up anyway. Is it time to go now then?
Yes,
We're just gonna...
I believe we're heading onwards.
We're just gonna go straight to the front door.
Well, I believe I saw some tents outside last night. Perhaps our little wizard's tower is more occupied than one might expect.
All right.
So, and he kind of like sort of stands in a kind of like western kind of like putting a gun and like does a little finger guns thing, and it's like, when you're ready to start blasting, I'll give the signal.
Okay, I'm ready. If they're bad guys, anyway.
Well,
they might be on our side. You never know.
Maybe, but out there in the Stonelands, you know what it's like. They could
True.
be goblins, hobgoblins, bugbears, all kinds
Could be
of.
those intelligent raptors, you know.
Well, yes, of course. They are quite the dangerous force. Apparently, I heard.
So do I. I'm curious as to whether it's true.
Well, you don't believe all that, surely?
Wow. She looks down at Blaze. To be honest, anything could happen.
I suppose a black dragon did just fly out the sky yesterday, so I suppose intelligent raptors isn't completely out of the realm of possibility, but I'll have to wait and believe it when I see it, sort of thing, you know.
Maybe they're just intelligent for raptors, you know? Because
Well,
lizards aren't very clever anyway.
I suppose. Perhaps they're just, have you heard of lizard folk?
No.
Well, apparently I read that off to the far south off the island of is it an island of Chult? I can't fucking remember if it was an island. It is an island, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
The island of Chult. I don't know if you've heard of it. There's people who were just like you, but not like you. Not like you. You are a lizard to a cat to a tabaxi. They are lizard to a lizard folk. They are
Okay.
apparently quite hostile often.
Oh. Well, I guess I don't really want to meet one then.
Well, I'm sure you've got nice ones as well, but just maybe don't.
Well,
Maybe don't go to the jungles of Chult. I think that's probably a horrible place.
Jungles of Chalk doesn't sound great, no.
No, quite. But maybe you would like it. You're from the jungle yourself, aren't you, Miss Wins?
Yeah, but a jungle of chalk sounds really dry. Not in the good way.
Chult, not chalk. A jungle of chalk. Now that would be a sight to behold. Perhaps something we can, we can sing about in our little performance.
Oh, we could. Have you thought about the performance?
I've been a bit.
How are you going to react to this? And she does a little parade of fire.
Well, I think there's only one way to react to that kind of display, Miss Wins.
Oh, yeah?
With awe and excitement. Much like our audience, they will be fascinated, I'm sure.
I guess we'll have to do it when we get back then, won't we?
Precisely. Right. Well, I'm glad you're doing well. As Toby said, always check in with the troops. So let's get on the road, shall we?
I think we should.
The distinct lack of road, as there were.
And hey, if there's tents, they're very easily flammable.
Precisely, Miss Wins. You're the brains of the operation here, as far as I'm concerned. Don't let Cleana tell you otherwise.
It's 8 miles until the Wizard's Tower. How are you going to be travelling? At what sort of pace are you going?
I think we just travel slow. Again, right? Like, there's no reason to travel faster.
If you travelled slowly, you can use stealth, and you'd get there in 4 hours.
I think that's pretty reasonable.
So you'd get there just before midday.
Yeah, sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stealth.
So yeah, if you'd all like to do stealth checks, please.
Watcha.
I'm carrying Toby's shield, so I get disadvantage. I don't know why I didn't roll with it, but do it again.
22.
Well done, Joan.
17. Still did better than everyone else with disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's just showing off.
Where is she? Yeah.
Hey.
How close would you be getting to it? Would you sort of start sneaking properly a mile, like maybe a mile, half a mile before?
I think we've been going stealthily the whole way, pretty much.
Okay. So, as you draw closer to this sort of stumpy wizard's tower, you can see the light on the 3rd floor. Like, it's getting brighter and brighter as you get close to it. Like, damn, I don't know what could be making that really intense light. As you get closer, you definitely recognize there are tents. Like, they look like small leather tents. The wizard's tower itself looks... You can see some figures sort of moving in the distance as you get closer. Definitely, they almost look like they're not parading, but patrolling around the wizard's tower. You can tell that it's partially in ruin. Like, outside, you just see some collapsed pillars. How close do you think you'd get? So as the hill it sits on, it's sort of it's quite an incline. Like, it's very like I don't know how to explain it. You'd be able to like wind your way up, but then it's a sudden jut, and then it's the tower on top.
Like a gradual incline, but then suddenly it goes very steep at the top, sort of thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think Diligence would be using Chatby to not do a big old like scouting loop or anything. She doesn't want to lose him. But just to do like quick little jaunts, even if it's almost, she wouldn't be, but almost as if she's like throwing him up in the air so he can do a quick little circle to see, like, get a bird's eye view of their immediate surroundings and then coming back down. I should be doing that like every few minutes.
Okay. Well, if she's doing that,
Mm-hmm.
I assume you'd be doing this maybe at the bottom of the, like, halfway up the shallow incline.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll move you over to the map. Well, where is it? So don't put your tokens out yet. So, can you put Chatterpie down here?
Down. Got it. Chatterpie, Chatterpie. He's so cheeky, Chatterpie. I don't think I have vision on it.
Put it on. Oh wait, have I? I might be the map actually. You see now?
Can.
Whereabouts is
Yeah.
that? Just so I get a camera for the recording.
Down here.
Bottom left. So this will be a quick little loop, right?
Yeah.
And he sort of gets a glimpse of all of this and then comes back.
Could you roll a
Perception?
and a stealth for Chatterpie?
Got it. Perception. Stealth.
Nice.
So yeah, you're sort of completely unnoticed. So, seeing as it's 3 floors tall,
Mm-hmm.
I'll sort of half explain what you can see on each floor. So, as Chatterpie is doing his sort of loop around on the first floor, you can sort of you can definitely see it's ruined. You can see goblins, but they're very tattily armored, sort of sitting around the fire. You can see merchants' carts which have just been pulled apart, and it looks like all of the goods have just been taken. Around the back, you can see some very crude fortifications, as well as the small leather tents which they've got set up outside. You notice these sort of plinths here. These skulls on it are quite large predators, sort of dinosaurish things from the Stonelands. And Chatterpie would be like, well, if he told Diligence, there's no way these tiny little goblins, based on how they're dressed,
Killed things like that.
Yeah. And you'd also see some more fortification sort of around here. The second floor, it would just be, there'd be no windows, you wouldn't be able to see in. But the third floor, can you put your token here?
Can you ping for me again? You might be on the old GM layer.
Sorry, you're right. I'm not. Oh, I haven't moved you over because I'm being an idiot. So you can see this large window with oh no, you're not out yet. You can see this large window with a bright light shining through. With a perception check, you'd be able to see these sort of like sigils on the floor. This room looks like completely pristine in comparison to the sort of outside and the downstairs. Anything else I can tell you? Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, Diligence would relay that in very clear terms, not leaving out any details. I think she'd emphasize that whilst the outside has this raggedy band of goblins who really don't look like much, the fact that there's the skulls there means that they are at least associated with something more powerful. And the top floor, she could see, did look like it contained something of power. It was much more clean. There were arcane sigils in there. So we shouldn't underestimate our opponents.
Okay. So, we should be prepared for a fight then?
I would say definitely if there's any way to surprise these creatures. There's no point even in their raggedy state giving them a free pass at attacking us. They have blocked off the clear entrance. How high would this steep bit be, Kieran?
It's 10 foot, but it's like a proper incline. It looks like it'd be pretty difficult to climb, but you think you could.
Yeah.
But it might be difficult.
We can try and climb it and bring rope up there and attach it to something.
I could do Mother, Leona. Walk up. I'm sure these goblins are quite in the need of a motherly goblin figure.
Do you speak Goblin, Pierre?
Well, I speak halfling. That's close enough.
If you had to pick 3 words you needed in Goblin What would you pick?
Well, spear and warg and death.
Diligence would repeat those words to him in Goblin.
Yes.
Well, your intonation could use a little work, but it might be worth trying.
How far are you all away from, and which side of this map do you think you would be on?
Probably like west, right? Because we came from that direction.
Yeah. And Diligence hasn't been throwing Chatterpie that far, so I imagine us being maybe like 50 to 100 feet off the map down there.
Yeah. So at 50 or 100 feet with your stealth checks, the goblins that you can sort of see wouldn't have spotted you yet.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell that there are a bunch. Chatterpie would have seen them that just sat around the fire, and then the two who just look like standing by the. They don't look particularly vigilant.
Perhaps you could send little Chatterpie to have a listen in and see what they're chatting about. Perhaps these goblins are just wrong place, wrong time. All the goblins I've met have been completely ferocious little horrible creatures, but I'm sure these ones might, be different. You never know. Mustn't judge an entire race by its worst offenders.
Can Diligence call Chatterpie back and then have him circle round and fly up into this tree here?
Okay.
And then she'd do the familiar thing where you go into their eyes and ears by losing your own senses for a second. She'd sit cross-legged on the floor while she does it.
So if she's sitting in that tree,
Chatterpie's sitting there, yeah.
Yeah, these two goblins, they wouldn't be saying much, but as she's watching them, they don't look like they're paying much attention. They're just sort of they look very, very bored.
Like the guy from fucking Monty Python, the Holy Grail.
Pierre's going to try and balance an empty glass bottle on Liana's head while she's in Chatterpie's senses.
So, from sitting there, Chatterpie, you would see this. You see this big brown splodge.
They just look gross.
It looks like it doesn't look like shit. It looks like very, very heavy footprints which are coming in and out of the tower.
Oh, high traffic.
But yeah, so it looks like these goblins probably couldn't have caused that.
Yeah.
From that tree, she wouldn't be able to hear what these goblins are talking about.
Yeah. She'd come back out, and immediately feel the bottle wobbling on her head, and just try and snatch it off and be like, Pierre!
I just wanted to see if it would, stay on there, or, Did you have fun in your little bird's head?
Always, but I'm afraid the goblins seem practically catatonic with boredom. They haven't said anything of interest, but to confirm my suspicions, there is an area at the door where the ground is heavily trodden and worked. There's definitely something bigger, more powerful than the goblins, perhaps inside or nearby.
Well, any ideas, everyone? I'm a little bit out.
She just lights her hands on fire. Big fire blast.
Let's call that Plan B. Plan B, yes.
Oh,
Joan
okay.
would have a plan, but I don't know what it would be.
I could attempt to scare these goblins off. I have the ability to make an image that might frighten them. What would you say a goblin is most scared of, Liana?
A bar of soup?
Well, that is an excellent suggestion, Joan.
I don't think we want them scared, Pierre. Their instinct will be to run back into the tower. I happen to agree with Plan B, to be honest.
Well, you are, as I said earlier, Miss Wins, and of course yourself, Leon, and brains of the operation here. I say, Ember, if you will, when you're ready, start.
Lucille?
Hey, what are we doing? I've never been on a mission before. We just going to kill those poor little things. And she looks over at the goblins.
You might think of them as poor, Lucille, but they stand between us and our goal, and you know that goblins en masse can do horrible things, and have done,
Well, to be
to
honest,
the people of Cormier.
I was planning on just being invisible while you all did the work. I didn't think I'd actually have to do anything.
It's a war wizard position, Lucille.
I
Not
was
a
hoping I'd be in the
waiting
court most
wizard.
of the time and looking elegant as always. Some of
No,
us
no,
are
no.
just...
You
Is
need
that-
to appreciate the power you hold in your hands. It can take life.
Perhaps, if I was to create some sort of image, perhaps it might draw out whatever is inside. We might have a better idea of what we're facing.
And if you lure them all close together, then it'll be even easier.
Precisely.
Perhaps, but Goblin's strength is in numbers. There is an appeal to taking them out piecemeal like this.
True.
Tom, I'm giving you control of Lucille.
Oh yeah! Cast invisibility.
God, you got a voice so perfectly for that picture, Kieran. So like sassy but annoying.
Yeah. I assume you're not taking the horses up. I mean, the hill looks pretty steep.
Yeah, definitely not.
There'd
Sorry.
definitely be trees you could tie them to further back.
I think both Diligence and Lucille would use mage armor now.
Yep.
Boop. Boop.
Yeah, I think if we're not going to try and deceive them, then we should just go in blasting like Diligence said.
Is there like a way around the back that we can go? Or not
So
really?
You
Because
could,
if the front bit is blocked off, isn't it? Or have I missed hear that?
Every entrance that Chatterpie saw had some kind of barricade to it.
Hmm. Okay.
Diligence would have said there's like 4 of goblins gathered around on the left-hand side. Who were just sitting around.
Yeah, I can't.
Do
Damn it.
these trees tower over the cliff point, Kieran?
how do you mean?
So would would the height of this tree be higher than that?
No, it'd be shorter. They're quite small trees.
Yeah.
Like this tree's pretty big, but none of the others are like big enough, really.
I mean, you could try and have Ember climb the tree stealthily and then fucking fire a fireball in these fuckers. But
I'm just playing because I want to see the map.
Yeah, that's fine. You'd sort of be able to see most of it anyway.
So this tree we're talking about.
yeah, the big one.
Not far away. Can I do big spell? Oh shit, miles away.
From where you are at the moment, you wouldn't have to do any more stealth checks. But if you were to get closer, anyone would have to.
Well, I can try and stealth in the tree, and then maybe if you walk up, then they'll all start running towards you, and then I can just blast them when they get here. Either that, or they'll all run inside.
What I fear.
Lucille said you had some invisibility. Perhaps casting out a Miss Wins, and then she would have the advantage.
Oh, yes, that's a good idea. Let's do that.
Yes, I like this confidence. Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so she cast invisibility on Ember.
Yep, I've expended the spell slot.
So the plan was to get to this tree then, yeah? So does
I
that
was
mean
thinking
have
get to
go
this tree and then
around?
just fucking wreck these four. If we're going guns blazing, you might as well take out as many as you can at once. So I reckon
Yeah,
go on that
okay.
tree, fucking fireball these fuckers.
Yep. So let's try and sneak up to this tree here then.
Okay.
Climb up.
You do it with advantage even if you're invisible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a low DC, so
Was it stealth?
yep.
Hmm.
Yeah. So Ember, get there no problem. You can see these goblins. One of them's just got his spear and he's just like leaning on it. Look like he's falling asleep on the spear.
So
What-
was the plan, am I waiting for you guys to get slightly closer or just blasting from now?
Mate, just fucking
So you're
blast.
like
I just think blast them. Like if we're gonna go
At
and
the
blast
moment-
in, then just fucking wreck them.
Well, I
At the
think
moment,
we,
you're 100 foot back.
yeah, we should pivot round to here. At
Yes, yeah, definitely do that. Maybe get a bit closer. Maybe to get like 50 feet away.
It's in this tree.
Yeah, if we could get to like 50 feet off the map over here, Kieran.
Yeah, so if you can do stealth checks for the 50 feet you're going forward.
Yeah.
Oh god. Even with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Anya, and Lucille, please.
What do you want me to do? Sorry, stealth check.
Stealth check as you're moving up.
Nice.
So, 10, yeah. So, you'd probably be able to get 50 feet, but then you'd be directly in these like goblins' path, and no matter how sleepy they are,
Yeah.
Yep.
they're just looking out, and you're coming down a path, and they let off a. And
So, as soon as they make noise, though, and
Yeah.
just right at the back.
So Ember, you can do your sort of surprised round attack.
Yay. Cool. You see her just. Can I turn on the mantle as well? Is that
Oh
right?
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then everyone roll initiative, please.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'll put myself on the map, Kieran, but we're 50 feet up.
Yeah. So do it where the sort of path is.
Yeah.
It exists somewhere.
Tree. And then Lucille, I'll put her on for you. There she is.
Thank you. No, I got a nat one on my initiative.
I've got 17 AC now. Oh, it's because I've got Toby's shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Change that. Initiative.
Get in here, Joan.
I thought I rolled it, but
I think
oh
you
yeah.
did, but you weren't on the
That
map.
one. Oh,
We-
where am I meant to
I'll
be?
put you on.
Oh,
I'll put you on.
ha 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 ha.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
Diligence got natural ones. Amazing.
Hey.
There I am.
So, dex checks for those 4 goblins.
It's a +4 for with the mantle.
Okay.
32 points of damage. I think they might be dead.
Yeah.
So, you see 2 goblins. You see Ember instantly incinerated, sitting down. It's like one moment that you just see the ash pile where he's holding a drink. It just like falls onto the floor. The other 2 goblins try and get up, but they're just incinerated.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
just
in
see
a
a,
cartoon.
hear a slightly maniacal laugh from the tree.
That's so good.
But obviously, it was a fireball, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, with a fireball, it's a huge explosion.
Yeah.
Imagine they saw her do one before, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still like when you see it being used on a mortal being, you're just like, oh god.
Yeah, and the ash guy just gone from existence. And you'd see this cart would just erupt in flames as well as the weapon racks. So, it is Lucille first. So you're 50 feet off the map.
Yeah, she's got 2 cantrips. I just need to check their range real quick. Unless anyone else has them. Chill Touch and Mind Sliver. I think Mind Sliver's a bit closer. I have Mind Sliver. Mind Sliver is 60 feet. Chill Touch is 120. So she'll do Chill Touch, I guess.
Okay.
On this one.
Mm-hmm.
So Chill Touch, normal roll. And 18 to hit for 8 necrotic damage.
So you just see the life force from this goblin. He's like, "Ah!" and his like hand turns skeletal and just like hits the floor.
How does Lucille react?
She does it like confidently, and then she sees what she did, and she like looks at her hand like, "What did I do?"
Yeah, Diligence is like, you're a war wizard now. But without the laughter.
This goblin sees you come up the path, looks back,
They're in the trees, man! They're in the trees!
runs over here. You see him open the door, but he doesn't go in, and he's like,
Which Diligence understands as...
it's like, we're being attacked quickly! And then you hear shouted back. It's like, do not enter. This is our domain, stupid goblin.
Oh.
And I'll quickly.
Got fucking fireballed. Imagine them sitting there like, hey, it's kind of boring today. Maybe we'll get a nice drink or something.
Ember, it's your go.
Ember. Can't quite see inside here.
See this fucker though, right?
Yeah, I can
He's
see that.
opened the
fucker.
door to that extent.
Let's fireball him, shall we?
What the fuck is that?
Okay.
Don't know if you want to put the timer for Ember's thing on, Kieran.
Oh,
yeah,
elemental.
definitely. If that hits, it's a +4.
How many rounds is your mental?
It's 1 minute.
Okay. Oh, I didn't put the minus on. 12. 12 doesn't hit as it hits the stonework next to it.
Yep. That's it. She's gonna stay in the tree.
So, after that, right behind the goblin, you see a large bugbear, well armored. He's got a really large spiked shield. Looks out and around.
Oh yeah, that's the kind of fucking bugbear I like. I really need
Here,
to play a bugbear.
Goes back in, and you'd hear him shout out, "Rrrr, rrrr," and which to you, Diligence would be like, "We're being attacked. Lock it down." And then you see him shut the door in the goblin's face.
Poor goblin.
Did you say you shut the door to the conference space?
You shut the door in the goblin's face.
Oh, that makes
Lock
sense.
it down. We've got the keynote up next.
Yeah.
Like, why do bugbears need a conference space?
Why don't they, Anya? Hmm?
That's a good point, Kieran.
Maybe they're having a special wizard conference in there.
Keynote speaker,
Oh,
Armitage Funnel Cake.
Yeah. It's like, well, I'm out. See you later.
Amazing.
Audrey. She would get onto the map. So I guess there. And so would Azun. Can't. Nah, she wouldn't do anything. Pierre.
I think Pierre's is going to dash, so he'd be 10 feet on the map to here. And that's his turn.
Joan.
Wait, sorry, did you say we were a certain amount of
50.
50? Okay, yeah, she's gonna dash then.
Okay. So she'd get
Which
like
makes
there or there.
60? Yeah, 60 feet. And that's me.
Diligence.
Diligence is going to move, not dash, so she's 20 feet off the map. From the angle with 20 feet off the map, can she see the goblin by the door?
Yeah, because I think it's going up the ramp, the sort of more the incline.
Okay.
So she'd be looking up at him, but it'd be like, I think this would provide cover though. This little thing.
Then she will point towards the goblin and cast the spell Message at him.
Ooh.
And in his head, or her head, or their head, they will hear, "You have been betrayed. Subject yourself to the lords of fire and death, or you will pass from this world."
Roll him a wisdom check. Okay, I know what he's gonna do on his turn.
Cool. So Diligence is still off the map by 20 feet.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Can you write it on? for
Oh,
me?
yeah, of course.
Um,
And, well, bonus action, she'll recall Chatterpie to her.
So do we have to get past this wooden thing? Or can we just go around it?
I think you could just walk around it. It was just sort of there to make it a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Lucille?
Lucille, I think, feeling a bit shaken by what she just did and took her life. I don't think she'd be throwing out another cantrip. If you
Mhm.
think that's fair.
Yeah.
So I think she'd
fair.
stick close to Diligence and take the dodge action.
Nice. This goblin he's gonna leg it. Up to
Yeah.
hit,
More than fair.
and then these other
Lucille.
goblins. Gonna come around and have a look what's going on.
Pardon me.
Wait, what did Joan do on her turn?
Just ran up, didn't
She
she?
dashed,
Oh,
so
okay.
she should be 10
Oh,
feet
okay.
more on the map, actually.
Yeah, she might be like there.
Cool.
Wait, what was that turn? Goblins, yeah. Ember.
Ember does see a guy running away, but also did see the door slam shut.
Mm-hmm. So
Oh.
the door, yeah.
Sorry, just that, yeah, because Diligence understands Goblin, she would have translated what the deeper voice said on her turn. So she'd have said, "They're locking it down. This has just become something of a siege.
Would Ember be able to hear it from over here, though? Hear that?
She'd shout.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
shouting. It's fine.
What is the door made of?
It is a wooden door, but it's plated with metal.
And the rest of the building?
Like cobbled stone.
Damn it. Anti-fire.
You know what you want to do, Hannah.
What? What do I want to do? Yeah.
Mhm.
Kind of do. How far away is he from me? Damn it, slightly out of range for that. Yeah, alright, we'll try and firebolt him again.
Okay. And again, he gets lucky, and you
Oh,
just see your
lucky.
fireball cascade into this rack of weapons up there.
Nice. That's it?
So, you would see two bugbears come out of a door, and they quickly close it behind them again. These ones look less well armored than the one you saw before, and they seem to be guarding the closed door. These
Okay.
guys, I don't know what they're doing. Tree. Hop over that. Get the scene behind her. She will. She will acid splash one of the guys at the door. Is it con with acid splash? From what I remember.
Think so.
No, wrong one. So it does fail. And you see it get over his very clumsy armor. And he's like, "Ugh," and like brushes it off. Pierre.
Yeah,
Zoom dodge.
It's going to move up to here. And he is going to cast... Yeah, he's going to cast Vicious Mockery at the one on the right.
Okay. Is that
Just like,
wisdom?
I believe so. Yes, Wisdom. He's just going to say, "Over here, you furry bastards!"
What's the DC?
15.
So he fails.
Nice, so he takes... 5 points of psychic damage, and he gets disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Okay. He just like scowls at you like. Joan.
Anja.
Joan. Joan.
It's gonna get pee if Joan's not there.
Yeah, me too. BRB. Ooh.
Wait, is that me? Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I can hear something. Sorry, I didn't realise you were talking to me. What's up? Oh, it's my turn.
I think
How
Kieran's
far
gone to
away?
pee quickly.
How far away am I from over here? That's the thing, because I don't know how far off the map I am now.
I think you're on the map now.
Yeah, you are where you are.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Okay. Just gonna move up to here. And she will firebolt
Okay.
at the one on the left.
He sort of like dodges past it,
Damn.
and it crashes into the stonework.
Okay.
I want to play a bugbear, guys.
Anything else, Jane?
Pangy pangy. Oh,
We'll take that as a no.
and Mike's like
Diligent.
constantly sounding on Discord, so maybe it's fucked.
Diligence.
Yes.
20 feet off the map, so 30 feet to here. Or here, if we're being smart about moving. Yeah, they're within range and they're standing next to each other. Can they both make a con save, please? Because Acid Splash can do 2 things.
Shit.
Oh no, it's Dex. It's not con. My bad. Dex 14 for Diligent.
This one fails. This one passes.
Cool. For the one that fails,
Ooh.
there's your damage.
Oh, I
Level
should've-
5 cantrips. Yeah.
Should have done that for Rager as well, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
I'll take it off. Well, I'll roll the thing. Oh, he passed anyway, so it didn't matter.
So yeah, it's like a big lob shot over the group in front of her. Acid.
A little catapult.
Yeah. That's her turn though.
Lucille?
Lucille sticking close to Diligence. Well, you tell me, Kieran, would she feel obliged to get involved again at this point?
Yeah, probably. She wants to. Well, she just saw Diligence do something, so she's like, I'm gonna do something now.
Okay, she'll try Mind Sliver then. That's 60 feet on the closer one.
Okay. That's
Intelligence save, I believe.
nat 20.
Nice, no damage. That's her.
Oh, hell yeah, the goblins. Can read that. So, this goblin up here is going to shoot at Joan. This one here is going to shoot at Pierre.
Okay.
So 20, which just hits Joan for 6 piercing damage,
Oh my god, Joan took damage.
and a 16, which I imagine you catch it in Toby's shield, Pierre.
Yes, definitely.
Wait, sorry, was it 6 piercing damage, did you say?
Just want to check
Yeah,
something quickly.
yeah, 6 piercing.
Okay, thank you.
Fuck. 10 feet. Damn it. I was going to try and do the noble thing and block it for Joan with Toby's arrow catching shield, but I can't.
Oh, it's not in. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not in range.
That's them. Ember.
Well, there's 3 targets. I've got 3 scorching range.
Yeah, from up there, Ember, you would have seen the other goblin who Diligent scared is now off the map. He ran away.
Hey,
Okay,
you
so
can spread
let's
the word.
start one on the left.
I have to say, Ember makes Sorcerer look super fucking fun to play.
Is this at the goblin?
Blast.
Yeah, this is at the goblin. +4 as well.
So after he shot
This
Pierre,
one.
he just looks up at the tree, sees the fireball, just accepts it in the chest, and dies.
Nice. The left bugbear.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Oh,
bad roll.
Yeah, so this one again, he dodges the fireball. I mean, the scorching ray.
yeah. And the last one.
Yeah, it crashes into him, and this guy's looking like he's been taunted. He's been acid blobbed at, and Ember's fireballed him. Now he's looking pretty worse for wear.
Nice. That's it. Yep.
He wants to get to Pierre because Pierre was the one who did taunted him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna do a Morning
Disadvantage.
Star attack with disadvantage. Yeah. So yeah, he looks pretty bad, and he's like, "Argh!" and swings down at you with his club, Pierre, but it's not good enough.
You should have bared when you bugged.
Another one. The other one saw that the other goblin hit Joan. He's going to move slightly forward, trying to get behind this. He's going to throw a javelin at Joan. And he nat ones, and he's like, "Whoa!" And seeing as I'm not doing disadvantage anymore with the red, I'm going to make him fall over as he overextends. Bulwarks. Rodri, like, very purposefully moves up. You see her longsword, her great axe, sorry, glowing with the acid. She swings down at him.
With advantage, right?
Yeah. Also, that should be with acid. What's this? I didn't add the acid on. Or did I? Let me just
Is there meant to
look
be
at this.
acid damage on the side? Is it just saying
Yeah,
slashing?
I think. Yeah. I didn't tick the box. Cool. I'll re-roll the damage. There we go.
There you go.
And plows into him.
Jeebus.
Azun.
Where'd she get a great axe +2 from?
Slugger.
Oh yeah.
No one else picked it up, and everyone left the
Yeah,
room,
yeah.
so she was like, well,
Yeah. I get you now. I mean, I can't use that anyway. But
Pierre?
yeah, Pierre is going to make an attack with his master-crafted rapier. First of all. Ooh, that's probably a miss, I think. 14.
Yeah. Misses.
And there's his bonus action for the first time, and he's like, let's try this bad boy out. Joan, I dedicate this one to you. And he's gonna attack with his dancing rapier on the bugbear.
Oh.
Ooh. It hits.
10 piercing damage.
Wow.
And with that, it just goes up through his jaw into the back of his head.
And then he would say, looks like I'm not just a bugbear to you, but also to him. And then he is going to... move up to here, I think.
Okay. Jane.
Sleepy on ya, sleepy on ya, sleepy on ya.
Or broken mic, can you?
Sleepy, sleep.
Hello?
She's here.
I'm here. Sorry, I need to stop paying more attention to when my turn is, clearly.
You missed my amazing quip.
What was your amazing quip?
Joan dedicated the kill to the bugbear to Joan and then said, looks like I'm as much of a bugbear to you as I was to him.
Ha 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 ha. Nice. Right.
Very funny.
Well, I'm going to get all up in here and I'm going to attack him with my devotee sensor.
With advantage.
Oh,
Because he's
the
prone.
cool
Advantage.
Because he's
Ooh.
prone. 20.
Does that hit?
It does. He's also prone. Oh yeah, yeah. And with that, you just
No.
crush his head into the splattered dirt, which is because of all of the footprints. There's nothing left of him.
Nice.
Diligence.
diligence. If there's no other targets out here, she will take her Oops. Oop. She will take her movement to here. Chat pile on her shoulder. Get rid of that. Well, we've got to get inside. I don't think she's got anything hugely fancy. Yeah, she's gonna call out to the group around her and just say, "Are we breaking the door down?" And she will hold an acid splash cantrip aimed at the door.
You handle the metal, I'll handle the witch.
Okay. She ain't holding it then. She'll chuck the acid, aiming for the metal hinges, I suppose. Of the
Okay.
door.
Yep. I'll.
So it's
Yeah.
usually a check. Do you want me to do an attack roll instead with
I
her
was going to
spell?
make you do an attack roll because I was going to give an AC to the hinges.
Yeah. So I'll do it with her spell attack modifier. Ooh, that's a 22.
Yeah, I was going to make it pretty high, but I'm going to say that hit.
I was thinking
Nice.
about this actually. I looked it up, and with the whole like reaction to talk stuff, I was thinking like every turn is 6 seconds. So I think you would have like, as long as it's not more than 6 seconds, you would be able to speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. How do you feel about that, Kieran?
I don't actually know what the rules are. Well, I just assumed it was 6 seconds.
I don't
but-
think there are any at all.
No. I don't really like the reaction to thing in retrospect. In that hindsight of having used it quite a lot now.
Yeah, I agree. Look at hampers.
I think as long
I
as it's not more than like what you could say in 6 seconds, I think
Yeah,
it's okay.
I think that's all right.
As long as you're not
yeah.
taking the piss, you know, a whole like paragraph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pierre would say, "Go ahead," sort of thing.
Right, you are. There's the damage, 2d6 for 7 acid damage.
Okay, so it hit. I'm going to say it is vulnerable to acid because it's a metal.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you can see that it creaks, but it hasn't quite come off yet. This is just, it's just one door's hinges, right?
Yeah,
Because it's
she
5
would have
foot.
been. Yeah, she would have been trying to be accurate.
Is it left or right?
The right one, definitely the closer one.
Okay. So
That's her turn.
mark on that one. Blue, 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 blue. Lucille.
Lucille can't mind sliver a door, and I think chill touch doesn't feel great for that either. So she's just going to move up and take the dodge action.
Mm-hmm.
That's her turn.
Goblin.
Oh yeah, here he comes.
Sees Lucille. Move up. Gonna shoot her with a short bow.
Lucille,
Yeah.
she's dodging, so he's got disadvantage.
Oh.
She does have
Oh.
rage.
So it flies past her head. Glad she's dodging.
Nice.
Ember.
Ember gonna use. Like, how tall is this tree? How tall? Like 30 feet, maybe high, or 40?
This one's as tall as the gap. I'd say it's 15 feet high.
Okay, so it's just as tall as this.
Just taller, yeah.
Okay, so we go 15 feet down. And then I've got 15 more feet. And then I'll use feline agility. So, what's this, 10 feet up?
Yeah, and you've got climb speed, so you don't have to make the check.
Cool. 10 feet up. And then I think I can get to this thing with feline agility.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Up to here, and I'm just gonna poke around this statue thing
Mm-hmm.
to get to the. You said there was wood on the door?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
sort of it's got bands of iron, but it's
Yeah.
mostly wooden.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and set it on fire
Mm-hmm.
with a firebolt.
Roll your attack, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, it hits the door. Oh, and you can
that's a big hit.
see a large chunk. The door that it looks structurally weak at this point. The fireball did quite a lot of damage to it.
Yeah. I think you could probably break it down now. Although, you know, it's on fire.
On the bugbears go, you see the door. He like pushes open the fire one.
Yeah.
You can see inside. And on the bulwark's turn. Right. The two you see in front of you, Pierre,
Mm-hmm.
they just come charging out the door with their spiked shields.
Oh,
Straight in a line.
Ooh.
Looks like they're prepared for this.
Mm-hmm.
Straight down at you.
Okay.
Gee.
So they're doing a spiked shield charge.
Ooh.
They've
cool.
moved at least 10 feet forward at you.
Yeah.
They'll roll their 2 attacks. So a 22 and a 20.
Yeah.
The
both
first one charges into you with its shield. It does 15 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
And the next one also goes straight into you and does 21 points of
Holy shit! I'm nearly down from
piercing
that.
damage. They're
Burning
going
hell.
to use their bonus actions to try and bash the shield into you as they get close.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, only one of them will do it. Because yeah, if you go... Actually, no. Yeah, the one on the left will do it to you, and the one on the right will do someone else. So can you make a strength saving throw?
Can indeed. Which is a disadvantage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you're pushed back 5 feet, and it's this guy, so I think you go here.
Yeah.
And then this guy is going to try and do it to the dragon. Oh, look, put the zoom up. No, but he holds his ground. And this guy will also walk out, and he'll go towards Raedra and do the same thing. Oh fuck! He gets a nat 20.
Oh,
He just-
man.
He does.
Crit rules, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work that out. 6, 18, 27, plus 16. 43 points
Holy
damage
shit.
Oh.
as they charge out of the door, and he is going to try and use his spike shield bash as well. And she is going to have to make a strength saving throw. She managed to stay up. Whew, okay. She is going to sort of move around the back. And she's going to make a great axe attack. Which just hits. She cleaves into the back of this where the shield isn't. And she moves Azun up. And Azun's going to attack with his bite. That's 4 points. And I think she got something special this level.
Ooh.
She's going to use a coordinated attack. If it can, when you make the attack action and it can see or hear you, it can make a single claw attack, so he gets another claw attack on top of it.
That's awesome.
But it doesn't hit.
That's less awesome.
Pierre.
Pierre is going to limp back to Liana. And then he's going to look over her and then look over to the bugbears. And he's just going to say, oh, they've really done it now. And he's going to sort of point in their direction and say, oh no, don't look before your eyes. It's the Great One, Sogdura! And he's going to cast Major Image, and he's going to make the sound of like the earth kind of shaking before a massive purple worm smashes through from the ground and appears in a 20-foot cube.
Okay.
Amazing.
I'll make them do wisdom checks to see if
They have to do investigation checks versus my spell DC.
Do they do that now?
Says physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion because things pass through it. A creature that uses its action to examine the image can determine that it is an illusion with a successful investigation check. So it
looks completely real.
Yeah, and it sounds and smells completely real
Oh,
as well.
fuck. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And then as a bonus action, I will drink my potion of healing, I think. Just in case.
Oof.
Better than nothing, though.
Not good. Joan.
Bonji, it's your turn. Aren't you, Bonji? Come on, I thought she'd make it past 9:30.
Hello.
Yeah, she did.
Sorry, no, it keeps fucking freezing, so it won't go. It won't move fast enough. What's this one? Oh no, that's Rage's thing.
Yeah, it's Rage's
I will say Pierre's looking real rough.
Okay,
But
alright.
also, there is a giant purple worm next to you. I assume they know, right?
I mean, Pierre called out in a pretty dramatic way, being like, no,
Yeah.
it's Sogdara the Unbeatable, or whatever. Kind of being a bit ridiculous on purpose. So yeah, there's the illusion of Pierre casting next to you of a giant purple worm that's burst out from the ground.
Which is as big as
I
this
see.
square.
Right, okay. So she's gonna cast healing word. No, cure wounds on Pierre.
You'd have to be in touch range.
Oh right.
She could get there.
Yeah, you can get
Yeah.
there. Thank you.
There we go. I suppose I can't cast. Can I cast spiritual weapon?
No, you can't cast 2 spells unless it's a cantrip.
No. Okay. That's me then.
Diligence.
He's drawing the little face.
Diligence she couldn't help but smirk at this and just kind of mutter to Pierre. She's like, "It's a lot better than the little imps you used to make run around in the street."
Quite.
And fuck. Okay, there's the 3 of them there. Could acid splash again. They've all just come running out, right? Oh, one got bopped over the head with the
Yeah.
great axe.
So all these 3 guys are really well armored. They've got the huge spike shields.
Yeah.
They look like they were sitting in wait in this building just to do it when the
Mhm.
door opened.
For sure, for sure. Okay. Cantrip feels so nothingy. She will do. Yeah, let's try and get a bit more damage at least. So, with my better understanding of the catapult spell now, because it's directional,
Yeah.
could she use catapult to pick up one of these stones here and lob it in this direction? So that if the first one dodges, the second one would have to try and dodge as well. But if they both dodge, then it might hit Azun, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I didn't know
Okay.
you could do that. That's awesome.
If whatever one.
Yeah, it keeps traveling in a line until it hits something, basically.
That's really cool.
So yeah, first one dex save 14, DC 14.
God, I might give him disadvantage because this thing has just come up right in front of him.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I
the other one
really,
too.
really need to play an illusion wizard after playing Whitmore in your one shot, Tom.
Yeah.
This guy does dodge, but this guy doesn't, and it
Okay.
smashes into his side.
So that will be 3d6. I'll just roll the damage.
Oh,
2 1s and a 4
fuck.
for 6 bludgeoning damage. Disappointing, but that's the dice. That is my turn, but diligence will. God, it's looking a bit sketch already. Embers over there, but we got the big worm. Diligence will move to be like near the worm.
Okay.
But she's not trying to be obvious to the enemy. She's trying to like tuck us. So, actually, no. Yeah, she knows to be part of the gag. So after she does that, she'll be like, ah, and like run away from the worm over this way with Chatterpie on her shoulder. But she's not a very good actor.
Yeah. I imagine Lucille would be like, "Oh no, so scary," and just follow to where diligence is.
And Lucille will cast. Let's do Mind Sliver on this one. Intelligence save.
Fails.
Sliver. Oh, I'm not rolling too well. That is 2 1s for 2 psychic damage.
Damn.
Not sure what the third D4 is for.
That's how much their next thing gets reduced by. But
Ah, of course.
This goblin looks around. He sees the worm, and he's just like, just stares. He's not like in big danger. He's gonna stare at it, and he's like, ah! Starts running away.
is Major Image the best spell in the game? I'm just gonna say it now.
Um,
Or when you're a fucking illusion mage at high level, you can make the illusions become real.
Yep.
So cool.
Ember.
How tall is this worm coming out of the ground?
20 feet. It's 20-foot cube, so
20
it's
foot.
20
So
feet
it's
high.
20 foot high.
So is it like its
Yeah.
head poking out? the
Yeah,
ground?
exactly like that.
Well, I can't do my cute, funny idea now though, 'cause it's too tall. She will. Can I run behind it without it revealing that it's like going through it sort of thing?
I'd say if you go through it, the guys are going to be like, "What?"
Yeah. So, can I go around it, or is there not enough space?
It's technically a 20-foot cube, so it would be like pretty much right to the edge, I think.
Right to the edge.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, then she's gonna. She's gonna just jump on top of here. Let me just do some. Can I do 15-foot cone like that, or is that not how it does it?
Be a little bit
Yeah, I
different,
think that
but
would
yeah,
be.
be like more like
I
that.
think it'd be fine. Yeah, it'd hit
Yeah?
both of them. Or it'd hit those two still. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying not to hit the worm. It'll
Dex
reveal it.
checks,
Yeah,
yeah.
be like that, I think.
Yes, Dex checks, and I'm gonna do the thing with the sorcery points, which is quicken spell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Quicken that spell, and that's gonna be a second level, I think. I'm gonna do that. So, Dex.
Oh wait, you can't roll. You can't roll one, so there should be 2 more damage.
See, I'm not sure if it changes it already or not.
Nope, it's 2 1s in the formula. I can see it.
So plus 6 then.
So
Well, no, Hannah's right? Because it says 14. 6 plus 4 plus 1 plus 1 would be 12.
Oh, you're right. Oh, it does
So
change it then.
it is changing it.
Yeah, it doesn't do it to all the spells, but sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. You just got to look out for it.
so it's 18.
So yeah, 18 if they fail.
This
and
guy
then I think it's
fails,
half.
and this guy passes.
And then I'm gonna twin the firebolt.
Oh
Both of them.
yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So one on the left.
Oh,
Damn it.
Yeah, but remember we're not doing the thing, so it's just an auto miss.
Okay. What? No, I don't like fall off the statue or something.
No.
And one
auto
on the
miss is
right.
Fair enough. And that guy, he just blocks it with his shield, like whoosh.
Damn
away.
it.
As
Yeah.
he's still rearing back because of this purple worm, though.
How tall is this statue that I'm on? Just wondering
About
where to stand
5
that one.
foot high.
5 foot. Yeah, that's probably not great. We will. That's 5 foot to get on. Down. We'll just go down the thing.
Right. Bugbears. Got these bugbears, see it? It's investigation, right, Liz?
yeah, an action.
So those lot you can see it are going to spend their action to the 3 indoors are.
Okay. DC 15.
So this guy notices. The other 2 are like, you hear him like, go back into the tower! Like, that's what Diligence would hear. And this guy's like, stop fucking about! It's not real! But his voice seems to be drowned out. And he's going to go there. Oh, these guys They're not sticking around to look at it. They're going to run back inside. And this guy will close the door on the way.
Does the dragon get opportunity attack?
He would. So 6,
Give me 2 more damage.
8.
Close the door.
Yeah, close the door.
Wasn't it like burning and falling off?
Yeah, but it's not. It's not fully off yet. It's not fully
Fair
down.
enough.
Yeah, we
It's
haven't
barely
finished
hanging
it.
on. Well, actually, this guy would have. No, this guy would have tried to hit Rager and then run in. So yeah, he hits, and she goes down.
Fuck. Injury check.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
Solid.
double net 20.
Yeah, she's bonded.
Yeah.
Double nat 20. What do you mean?
The
The dragon got
20.
one, then she got one.
Oh right, okay. I thought you meant I accidentally rolled her getting up for some reason. Oh, yeah. It's her turn next. So we'll roll con.
No, straight D20. Not
Oh
con.
yeah, I always forget that. I always think it should be con.
Kinda-
seems like you're
kinda
less
know what
likely
you
to
mean.
die.
Yeah.
It just means your paladins will never die.
Yeah, true.
That's what makes sense, eh? Hey, God's looking out for me. Pierre.
I debate what to do. Just need to read something. Any other spot? Yeah, it doesn't say you need to see. In that case, then, whoops, just drew a square by accident. He's gonna make the. How much can you move it by? Your action to cause the image to move to any other spot within range. Yeah, so he's gonna use his action to make the purple worm like burst up through the floor, maybe like back here,
Where?
like back here within the base.
My only trouble with that is, sure it can go there,
Yeah.
but he doesn't know what it looks like inside,
He did see
So-
it when it was open.
but not very well.
No, true.
So I'm going to say it's going to be less convincing once it's
Yeah,
inside,
that's totally fair.
because the floor won't like break in the right way.
That's totally fair.
Ooh. Didn't mean to get Pierre. Oh fuck, what have I done?
I think apart from that, he's gonna move. He's not fond of Rodri, but he's still not gonna let someone die. Pierre's not a douchebag.
Also, if she dies, then you can't take her to.
Very true. Yeah, he's just gonna stand sort of in front of her.
Okay.
That's his turn though. Just gonna go pee quickly.
June, it is your turn.
Joan, it's your turn.
Yeah. Huh.
You would know that Rodri has just been knocked unconscious.
Do I really care? No.
Well, fourth champion might get attacked if she dies.
That's true.
So it might get attacked anyway, so you never know.
Have I got enough room? Oh yeah, easy peasy. Okay, alright. She will move up to here and once again cast Cure Wounds. No sugar.
Yeah, she gets back up. She's like, thank you, John.
You're welcome. And I can't do anything else, can I?
Cantrip? But, no, wait, no, that's the action. Yeah. No.
No, because made them.
Diligent.
Diligence. So Rodri's back up. Illusion's moved. She would just call out and say, in a siege, there's always an option to just wait them out or regroup. Just saying. But she will.
Yes, let's everyone move back to Liana.
So then, does she want to break open the door? We haven't been attacked by anything with ranged abilities yet, right? Except for the goblin
Only-
with the short bow.
Only the goblin. He looked like he's running away when he saw the worm.
Yeah, okay. So then she will attempt to break the last of the hinge on the door with another acid splash cantrip.
Okay.
So I'll make another spell attack.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Oh man. Wasted on a door! So that'd be 12 plus 4, 16.
So the door, one side burning, the other one just hanging off the hinges, it just collapses.
Okay.
And as you look inside, you can see the bugbears all looking at this huge worm in the middle of the floor. You can see that it's awkwardly gone through this treasure. Like, some of the bugbears still look pretty scared.
Mm. Yeah, no fancy bonus action, so I think that's me. Yep.
Then Lucille.
I think this is definitely a turn
Standing
of standing next to diligence and dodging, yeah. Yep.
This goblin runs off the map. Ember, it's your turn.
Amber climbs back up. 10 feet. Ooh.
You can tell they're not looking outside Ember, they're looking at this giant worm that's burst through the floor. These guys.
She steps over to Diligence. She says, should I get them all? All the ones I can see?
Absolutely.
You see her just sidestep you with that. She just stares straight into the door. You see her flaming a bit harder, raising her paws. And she's chucking out another fireball right in the middle.
Yeah! What's range?
It's
30
a 20 foot radius, I think.
So she's going to get these 4 guys, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, bugbear. 1, 2, 3, bulwarks. Okay, I know what they've done. Roll the damage.
Okay.
Come on, big damage, Bill. Yes.
Plus 4.
35
So-
points of damage.
This bugbear here, same as the guy who's holding the cup. He's just looking at the purple worm. He's just instantly turned to ash. This guy, he He takes the brunt of a hit, but he managed to get out of the way. And he's barely alive. This guy is incinerated. And this guy manages to dodge, but he still gets consumed by the flame.
Yeah.
Oh, darn.
Nice. That's all I got.
So, there's a bugbear in here which is has seen through it, and he steps through onto the worm, and he's like, and starts like doing a little dance, and then the other bugbear's like, "Ooh." He's gonna
I want to get out of this now.
dash around.
Fucking spellcasters.
It's just the best spell ever, man.
Bulwark can fall back. Rodri.
I think anything flammable, I think, is on fire as well.
The carpet then.
I don't know, whatever's in there. Yeah.
I think it's just a carpet, to be honest.
Yeah.
Um,
Says it ignites flammable objects in the area.
yeah, we'll just say that the carpets have just been burnt to an absolute cinder, but most of this
Yeah.
room is just stone where it
Yeah,
hit
that's fine.
and cobble.
Cool.
Rodri is gonna peek in and dodge. She's gonna send him in to sort of scout out. He's gonna dodge. Joan.
Oh, you skipped my go.
Or did I? Where were you?
Just right above Joe.
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, it's PS go then. So Joan, get ready.
Yeah, it's going to move around to here. See this bugbear? And he's going to make an...
Oh fuck, yeah. He'd be here then and dodging.
Oh, okay. Make an attack with his Mastercrafted Rapier.
It
19.
hit. Yep, it hits.
He will use a Bardic Inspiration to make it a defensive flourish. So it deals an extra... Alright. Yeah, 7 points of damage, 16 in total, and my AC
Big
increases
hit.
by 7 until the start of my next turn. So up to 24 AC, and then bonus action, I will make the dancing rapier attack him as well. 22
Yep.
for a further 8 points of piercing damage.
But then he's looking pretty weak after that.
That's my turn.
Yes, and Pierre, as you enter this room, you can see a door here and a door here.
Okay.
I guess the image is still going on, right?
Yeah, still concentrating on it.
Okay. Joan.
Jean.
John of us.
Best part of a major image, it can last up to 10 minutes as well.
Yeah. Damn good.
Anya,
Yeah?
it's your turn.
Okie dokie. Yeah, that's me. Does anybody need any healings?
I could do with some, but I mean, Rodri's looking pretty rough, but she's also outside, so.
Okay, well, I'm here. Have some healing.
Thank you. Nice. Up to 36.
And I can't do anything else, so there's that.
Pretty decent, eh?
Really good.
Diligence.
Diligence will get an angle on this dude. And I'm not splash anyone with acid. So she'll do Mind Sliver. So intelligence save, please. 14 DC.
12.
9 psychic damage.
And he just starts like, "Ah!" and sort of drops to the floor, started clutching his head, and he just collapses on Pierre's feet.
Nice.
Yep, and she'll say, "Remember what I said about magical glyphs further up the tower?" Thingamabob, Lucille, will do the same as normal.
Okay. Ember?
Can't see anyone from here, so she will step forward. Oh, how far is that? 25. Can't see anyone for now, so she will hide here. And I don't know. Dodge.
Okay. So, after that, anyone who can see that
Yep.
can see a bugbear peeking out when he goes back.
Motherfucker.
Rodri. Just gonna send him in a bit further. Still dodging. She's not gonna go in herself. Pierre.
Pierre's going to drop concentration on the worm, and then he's going to cast Minor Illusion, and it's going to make a tiny worm with little wings appearing in the air, like flying, and then it's going to turn. It's just going to look at its little worm mouth upwards and just call out with Pierre's voice, just saying, "Surrender now, and you might still live."
Okay.
No.
Don't you get vision or sound?
Quite possibly. If you create a sound, oh yeah, you're right. He'll just create a sound then that's coming from the major image at first, and then he'll use action to. Then he'll just drop concentration afterwards.
Okay. Joan, it's your turn.
Bonji.
Your turn.
My turn. Right, who's looking bad?
Rodri.
Anybody?
Rodri is, but I think we've got the situation under control. So
Okay. Then I'm
You
gonna go
You
in.
got your channel divinity option as well. Don't forget.
yeah, remember that comes back on
Oh,
a
yeah.
short rest now. I think.
Ooh, does it?
Yeah, I think at level 5 it does.
Oh, amazing. Even better. Oh, it does. Incredible.
It did anyway, didn't it?
No, it was
No.
long rest.
Yeah, long rest to level 5.
Oh, didn't it?
Yeah, so she'll come in and start exploring.
Okay.
Might have been different for the Tempest Cleric.
So, Joan,
Maybe.
at
Yeah.
the end of a corridor, you
hmm
can see a large statue of it. Looks like a massive, powerful bugbear. It's got great fangs and clawed hands and feet, and it's got a huge, 10-foot morning star in its hand.
Jesus.
Can you roll you can roll a religion check to see if Joan might recognize who it is. Yeah, I think she's a cleric, so I think she'd be.
Yeah, you could I'm sure she could work it out from.
Yeah, from
Other
it
stuff
being a
as well.
bugbear. But you think this is Hugrek? Ugrek was the chief deity of the bugbears and was the god of ambush, violence, and combat. At one time, he was an exarch of the greater god Bane. He was worshipped
Oh,
on the
no.
full moon in the bugbear cave halls. Bugbears sacrificed the blood of their enemies to Ugrek every month.
Mm.
So statue looks a bit like that.
Well,
Also,
maybe not.
as you walked up there, you'd see there seems to be like a lot of offerings set before this statue of Ugrek as well as a shit pile over here. Yeah. This sort of room looks like it's been cored out though. Like anything that resembled the old Mage's Tower is just gone. Anything else, Joan?
No, I'm not sure there's anything I can do, is there? No. Yeah, that's me.
Diligence.
Diligence. Yeah, she will step here, 10 feet, get a view, see how far in Joan is. Take 10 feet in. Another 10 feet. Looking at the the scorch marks where the bodies used to be. Mentally filing. Don't piss Ember off. And yeah, just kind of taking things in. If I used my action to dash, could I still make a perception check at a door? Does feel kind of weird 'cause it's like running up into a door.
Wait, is she stopping by the door?
Yeah, yeah.
If she stops at the door, I won't give a disadvantage, but if she moved past, I would.
Cool. That makes sense. Yeah, she'll stop at this door here. And do a perception check. She isn't amazing at, but +2. Oof. 8.
You can't really hear anything behind it.
Cool. And she will use her bonus action just to send Chatterpie to fly near Joan. Like just near Joan, like that.
Which why?
Huh?
Why?
Just to have someone nearby.
Okay, alright, thank you.
It's like eyes and ears kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
I can't do any healing. It's not like Lanxam used to do with healing through coral, but just keeping eyes and ears.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Sorry?
Now I miss Langston.
No.
Tom's like, "I don't know."
bastard!
Can't wait for more bead in it and campaign 2.
Oh man, Bede's been having a great time.
Lucille.
Lucille, 10, 20. I mean, I feel like Lucille would be a lot more hesitant seeing all these
yeah, she
bodies and
would.
everything.
She'd be like, "That's some powerful magic, diligence." Point to the bodies.
Yeah, Diligence would kind of do a sort of dismissive wave and just be like, "Yes, you don't want to get on Ember's bad side." So I think for Lucille, it will very much be like back against the wall, just kind of taking things in and dodge action, being wary.
Okay. Ember.
Sorry, Kieran, I didn't hear
Yeah.
anything really with my roll, did I? Because it was quite low.
It just sounded like an empty room.
Cool. Thank you.
Ember is just gonna step in, I think. Seeing everyone else is stepping in, she's gonna do it as well. And just walk up to this flaming rug and just be admiring her work, you know?
The absolutely disintegrated rug.
And probably like hold a firebolt in case she sees anything.
Okay. So I just rolled some wisdom checks to see if these bugbears behind the door hear anything. Yep.
As well.
So this one heard you. He's opened the door. This one's going to attack you.
Yep, Diligence had like her ear to it as the door swings away. It's like, oh.
So 18.
I will shield, definitely.
Okay.
So I'll expend the spell slot.
And then
So
Ember.
AC 20 while it's up.
Does Emma get her thingy first? The held action first, or is it the other way around?
The ruling
Well-
on that is generally the action that triggers the reaction finishes first. But if the action was just opening the door, or like the thing was just opening the door,
Yeah.
then it would go now, I guess.
So yeah, it's this guy who opened the door, but this guy attacked. But you can't see him anyway.
I can't see him. I can only see this
You can
guy.
see him, yeah.
Yeah. So can I attack this guy?
Yeah, of course.
Ooh.
Hey,
Holy guacamole.
+4.
2 more damage, so +6.
He's almost taken straight down, but not quite.
Or
And Joan,
And Lucille's going to be shitting herself around Ember.
the guy.
Ember's just been like, boom, walked into the room, door opens.
It's like a shotgun blast of fire.
Yeah.
Joan, as you were looking around this room, there was actually a guy just out of your sight, and he just like emerges in
Oh,
front of you.
yeah.
And he's gonna hit
I
you with his
suppose I'll
morning
make-
star.
Get an attack of opportunity, do I?
No.
Damn it. It's worth a try.
And but as he swings out, and like
Classic bugbear sneak attack.
and this guy at the door's gonna listen. Yeah, I think he can hear. And this door opens.
was somebody going to hit me from this side? I can't remember. Was it
No.
hit distance?
This
Okay.
this one hit diligence. This
Okay.
one did the perception check and opened the door, so it's kind of
Okay.
like.
Yeah.
And he will Ember or Diligence, or do you want to Ember for diligence?
Yep.
Ember.
Mbabaya.
16.
Yep.
8 points of piercing damage.
And he gets 4 damage to him as well.
Oh, yeah, the man.
Yeah, man. Was it 7 damage?
8.
8.
The bulwark can't run 10 feet. You can't run back and then forward, can you? 'Cause that feels really
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah,
You
could-
totally can.
Okay. So he'd like run back and then be like, oh, with his spike shield at Diligence.
Yep. Please. Please, less than 20.
Gets a 16. And he'll try and use his bonus action to knock you on the floor.
Yep.
So a strength saving throw, please.
Yeah, probably not great.
Ooh, yeah, definitely not great.
Yeah.
That would be a
Yeah.
0.
You're just
Oh.
you're just knocked from standing straight to on your belly
Yeah.
as he like sort of punches out of his shield, and you just like go bonk down.
I love that mental image of her trying to like hold him back with the shield. It's like, gish, knocked down. Boosh.
Rodri. That is in there. And he will do a bite attack.
Oh,
This guy.
yeah, he's fucking busted it. That should be 2 extra damage, I think.
Oh yeah,
Sure, does the acid maximize as well?
Oh yeah, you're right.
yeah, it would.
So 2.
7 extra.
Yeah, 7 extra.
So this guy is just torn apart, like the dragon like leaps up onto his haunches and just starts chowing down on his neck, and the bugbear's just like screaming in front, like next to you, Diligence
Oh
and
my
Ember.
God.
And then it just starts leaking down, and he's
Oh.
gone.
I can see it so clearly in my head. Because Diligence is on the floor as well, so the guy's dead body with his face just like staring falls down next to Diligence's face.
Retreat or yeah, she's gonna. Is it acid splash everyone in 5 or?
No, just 2, but they have to be within 5.
Yeah, she's gonna acid splash those 2.
Nice.
So do dexterity. Oh, they both fail. This one of them dies.
She not got 2d6 on her cantrips
You should do at this point.
as a level 5?
Oh yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Sorry?
Probably just didn't update it. Let me do it now. Oh shit, where is she? Oh, it's. I know why. It's because I. Wait, 2d4. Oh no, acid splash. Yeah. 2d6. I'll just re-roll it.
6 damage.
So one guy dies and the other's still alive. So. Pierre.
Okay, Pierre is going to move up to here, standing over Liana's body, and then is going to make an attack with his Rustcrafted rapier against the bugbear. And just say, get away from her! 14.
Which one's he attacking?
The one straight there.
And he just parries you with his spike shield.
Yeah.
Wait, what? When did that happen?
What?
And
What happened to Diligence?
She's okay, she just got knocked to the ground.
Oh,
She hasn't-
okay.
She hasn't taken any damage. It's because she was listening at the door, and then the door opened and there were 3 bugbears on the other side.
Oh.
fuck.
But the shield spell saved me.
I'll use my action, so I can't actually fucking. Ah, super annoying. Yeah, at least I can do this. Okay, in that case, then he's going to use his bonus action to use the dancing rapier. Just quickly check something. Mm. 19.
Just hits.
10 points of piercing damage on this guy.
With that, dancing rapier works his way around the shield and finishes him off.
Nice, and I'm going to step into the room to face up against this guy.
Okay.
That is my turn, though.
Joe, this guy is just standing before you. He's like, thinking
Well-
he tricked you.
I'm no standing. Well, in the name of a monitor. Shit.
And he catches the sensor and like throws it back, and he's like,
Wait, +3.
Yeah, how do you only have a +3 on your devotees?
I only have a +3.
because it's a strength weapon, I think.
But strength.
Jones
is
got a
like,
Yes,
shit ton
yeah.
of strength.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, strength 17.
Have you got it attuned? That wouldn't make a difference.
Oh. Maybe not.
Let me
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
Hold on.
it's in my list of attuned items.
Oh, it's a flail. It's a martial weapon.
Oh,
Oh,
that'd
it's
be
a
why.
flail.
Joan doesn't have proficiency.
God, guys, you really got my hopes up then.
Any bonus actions, Joe?
Spiritual weapon?
Is that bonus action? But you got to cast it.
Yeah,
she
that's
can do
fine.
that.
Oh, I thought it was an action.
I'll
and then
cast
bonus.
it behind him.
Yeah, where is he?
There you go. 23.
Give him the licks.
Yes.
Ah,
As he's laughing, he just gets slapped in the head by its tongue. He like,
Nice.
turns around to face off against it.
Who's laughing now, bitch?
Oh! Oh, that was a random second roll.
Oh. Diligence.
Okay, so Pierre's kind of solved the situation, and things are looking pretty good. However, okay, she'll stand up. She doesn't really want to take an attack anyway. AC drops back to 15. So she will disengage, move to here,
Mm-hmm.
and use her bonus action to command Chatterpie to like fly up in the I keep wanting to say Hobgoblin Bugbear's face to essentially do the help action for Joan.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Lucille?
Lucille can't see the one next to Pierre. She will... I think she's plucked up a little bit of courage, maybe, now that the fight's going in their favour.
Yeah, now that everything's... After seeing Diligence and those things get taken down.
Yeah. So she'll do Chill Touch at this guy. So that's an attack roll for Lucille. Chill Touch. It's an 18. 7 necrotic.
Hit. And you see, like, part of his skin wither.
Yeah. That's her.
Ember.
That guy's still the only one Ember can see. Although she can see Pierre fighting something. Step up next to Drag. 5, 10, 15. I think she's still going to attack this one, even though she thinks Joan has got it. But
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Whoa, holy fuck! And as he gets slapped with the tongue, he's just like, oh, and then from behind, just gets taken out by the fireball as it knocks him into the fire.
oh yeah,
Fire combo.
Bugbear is going to attack Pierre. 15.
Nope. Bounces off
No.
the Toby shield. Otherwise it would have hit.
I'm just going to try and he'll get round to you as well.
Can he get out through the door?
Oh fuck, you're blocking the door, yeah. Yeah, he'd go more there, I think, then. Okay. Gonna send little Azune through. She moves through your legs, Pierre.
Yeah. Pierre
Just
kind of
feel him.
grimaces as he
What?
does.
Then she'll acid splash again. Do you have to? Is it choosing, Tom, or is it just it does it?
It's choosing. You
Okay.
can choose up to 2 targets, but they must be within 5 feet of each other.
Actually, no. I think she'd move in, and she did the spell last time, so she'll do it for. This guy's looking real bad. That huge hit from Azune Rodri.
Nice.
Is Pierre's turn next?
Yeah, Pierre will make attack with the rapier. 24,
nice.
13 points of piercing.
How do you finish him?
Just straight through the chest, not even...
Yeah.
He's not making it long, he's just, quickly finishing him off. And then he would go boom, 10, 20, 25, and just move up to Joan to make sure nothing's attacking from that direction.
And that is the end of combat.
Nice.
Nice.
Just gonna go to the toilet.
Cool.
Is everyone okay?
Oh, did you see all that fire?
Yes, Miss
Oh, it's
Wins! And he kind of like holds up his hands and moves up to her, and it's just like, he kind of goes for like a high 10.
Oh yeah, high 10.
He's like, now that was the Ember Special.
You can definitely feel some warm paws as you high five.
Ah, I love it. And feel the fiery passion.
Well, I can feel it. So much more fire to give, though, you know? Where's everyone else?
Liana, did you see?
Diligence, you'd notice, has like gone down to one knee and has like drawn a little skull in the ash on the floor. It's just like, you're going from strength to strength, Ember. That was incredible.
Oh, thank you. I think that's the most fire I've ever thrown out, ever.
And what did everyone
That's
think of Ogdalon the Unstoppable? His name changes as the winds change.
Oh, he was really cool. It would have been even better if you made him fiery, though.
Ah, I'll remember for next time.
Rodri's
Yes.
just like, I think purple was very suitable.
Yes, quite.
Of course, it had the Pierre signature move, overwhelmingly phallic, of course.
Of course. You know, I'm certainly that impressive myself.
Lucille looks at Diligence. She's like, what would Master Appendorf say after words like that, Diligence? She's like,
I've even got the teeth to match.
Diligence would draw a little penis pointing at Lucille on the floor in the ash.
she's just like, ugh.
Well, are we going to go upstairs? There might be more.
Well, that's why we're here.
Does
Well,
anybody need a
we-
little top up while we are here?
I am
I-
all right.
I'm
for
fine,
now.
thank you, Joan.
Are you okay,
Okay.
Joan? I saw you take a hit from that furry little man.
It was not fun, but I have survived.
Well, you know,
But thank
nothing can penetrate that armor.
You can say that again, Pierre.
He kind of winks at her.
Lucille's like, we're here to explore the tower. What's it? And she like points around to the 3 rooms.
You know what you're looking for, Lucille? Glyphs, runes, signs of magical presence.
As you look into that room, Diligence,
Hmm.
can you do an Arcana check to see if you recognise what sort of room it is? Or used to be?
Of course.
As Liana was saying that to what's her face, Pierre would have said, "Yes, you look for glyphs, and I'll look at this," and just start staring at the gold.
Okay. So
25.
it looks like it used to be an alchemy laboratory. The room's littered with broken glass and pottery, as well as lists with decoctions. However, these, if you looked at them, they'd be incomplete. You can see that the stairs is completely blocked by these crude wooden barricades. But there's a little light poking out at the top. If there do appear to be some intact potions on the tables.
Okay. Yeah, she'd, with Chatterpie hopping down onto the table and kind of hopping around the potions and pecking them with his beak, she'd see if she could identify them.
There are 2 that are just sitting on this table. One of them is it looks like an empty bottle, but she picked it up.
Mm-hmm.
It was stuffed something inside. And then the other one is viscous, and it's milky white as you look at it.
Intriguing. Anything leap to mind, Lucille?
Look. No, not really. I can't think of anything that looks like any of them.
Your reading last week was meant to be basic permutations on alchemy.
Well, why don't you tell me what they are, Diligence? I'm always willing to learn.
Intelligence to an Arcana check.
No.
Ah, shit!
You don't know what they are. Because they're pretty fucking rare.
Okay. She'd be like, well, they're clearly of a exotic origin, and they shouldn't be meddled with out in the field. And she like huffily stuffs them into her bag.
I will put them in the chat. Oh shit, I nearly put what it was.
Good save. Cool. I'll make a note in me inventory. Are any of the books intact? These bookshelves
They
got any
look
books on them?
soiled, and I can
Okay.
read you a few of their names if you want.
Mm-hmm.
One of them's called Solving the Prismatic Indeterminacy,
Awesome.
and there's another one called Pattern Analysis of Transmuted Minerals. They look in good shape, whereas the rest just look like the bugbears have been like, yeah, tear them apart, throw them around.
Fuck you, book.
Yeah,
Cool. I will put those in my inventory as well.
I will.
I'll add them as books and write a note. Actually, no, I'll just do them as custom items. It's just easier. Custom item.
And Pierre was looking at this sort of pile of treasure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which bit is he looking at first? I'll tell you what he can see. You see these offerings, like here?
Yeah.
Seem to be humanoid skulls, bone necklaces. There's an assortment of rusted weapons as well. There's quite a bit of gold just scattered on the floor. And would you like pick it up?
Yeah, he'd kind of like mull a bit over in his hand.
With all the like gold that's just laid before it,
Mm-hmm.
there is about 150 GP, 20 silver pieces, and 120 copper pieces just lying about.
He'd share that out. I don't know if someone wants to work that out.
What? 25.
Doing my custom items real quick.
How many of us are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So
Yeah, 25 GP each.
everyone had 25 gold,
Um,
and then
3 silver
3 silver.
and 20 copper pieces.
Nice.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, then
However you split the silver.
Pierre will search this chest, but he will make sure it's not trapped in any way beforehand, just because he knows what bugbears are like.
Roll investigation check. Then.
8. So.
It doesn't look trapped. It looks like a crappy old box.
Yeah, he'll just kick it open then.
Yeah, and when you kick it open, there's a master-crafted great axe inside.
Okay. Yeah, he would call out and say, "There's quite a fine great axe here. If anyone would like it."
You just see Rodri looking at a +2 on,
Yeah.
admiring it in the air.
Yeah, I don't really use great axes, but what do you think this is?
That is a tent, Ember.
Yeah, what is on top of inside it? And on top
Well,
of
it
it?
seems to be made out of bone. It's got like leather from, well, we don't really know what. Would she have a look through the tent?
Yeah, it's going in.
So if you were to search both tents, you'd find something incredibly smelly in a jar.
Mhm.
There's some feathers which look like someone was making bows out of them. There's some small knives. There's some big cooking pots in there as well, and some shiny stones.
Mm.
There'd be one in each tent, and I will roll what they are for you. Actually, can you roll a D100?
Yep. D100. 3.
And then another one. Okay, so you find a tiger eye turquoise, which is worth 10 GP. And a 50.
Cool.
And an amethyst, which is worth 100 GP.
Nice.
Pierre would ask Joan and just say, Joan, would you mind giving me a once-over of this room? I want to see if any of the wizards are hiding any magical secrets.
What do you want me to do?
He just wants him to help him search the room,
Oh.
basically.
Yeah. Of
So
course.
what's your investigation?
+2.
Yeah, same. So I guess I'll do it with advantage. 14.
So as you look around the room, you'd hear like Ember smelling the horrible thing in the pot and be like, oh. It looks like this room's just been completely stripped bare of anything like magical, and the only thing left is this bookcase. Look, all the books have been out, and it looks like they were just climbing on it. You don't really find anything else.
Yeah.
Goddamn sacrilegious bugbears.
Well, I think this room is thoroughly plundered, as one might say.
Yes. What a thing to do to a beautiful place full of books.
Right.
I imagine Joan's a bit of a boffin.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty books as well.
she should
Expensive.
nerd out with diligence.
I can nerd out.
Oh, baby, let's nerd out.
I read the whole Mass Effect series this year, all the books, yeah.
Nice.
You can't get much worse than that. Oh, I bought the comic omnibus as well, actually.
Omnibus is such a great nerd word.
Ember will walk up to everyone. She'll say, "I found these rocks. They're pretty shiny. I quite like the little turquoise one."
An amethyst, I believe.
As you
Ooh,
say
the amethyst is
amethyst,
pretty cool
Roger
too.
would be like, "You found some jewels," and you see the little dragon like run over as well.
Yeah, and she holds them up.
Oh, beautiful. And she like, "Can I hold the amethyst, Ember?"
Yeah, and she just gives it to her.
She holds it before Azun, and Azun's like starts rubbing himself against it. I
You realise
can-
he liked it that much.
I can pay you for them, Ember, if you want. Azun loves treasure.
She just shrugs. Well, I just found them in the tent, so I don't really care.
She holds out her hand.
Okay. He holds out
And
her
then-
hand.
She puts her hand in her pocket and just gives you like, "Do you want 150 gold for them?"
She just looks down. She's like, I guess. I mean, you can have them for free if you want.
I will take care of Miss Wynn's finances. That's no problem at all, Miss Wynns. I think you should certainly take the 150 gold pieces. I think that's a more than reasonable offer for such a beautiful gem piece.
Okay, but I mean, it's a rock.
And
She,
a very shiny one.
She like kind of snatches them off you, Ember, and then she
Mhm.
like gets down and like holds them to Azun, and he's like looking at them and like rubbing himself against them. And she puts them in a little bag and she's like, "Yes, you can have them tonight."
Yeah, kind of like goes in between Joan and Ember and like takes both of their hands and is just like, yes, let's leave Miss Basquiat to and her little thing to their gem collection.
His name's Azun, Pierre.
Yes, Bazoon, whatever.
Well, you should remember the name. That's Azun the Fourth. That was the one that my grandfather. Your grandfather saved.
Well, I've never been much for history personally.
Yeah,
I
you
can
should.
imagine Pierre would be like dragging Joan off, and she'd be like peering on the door and be like, "What is she doing? Oh my god! Oh,
In the background earlier, you would have seen Diligence walking along looking very much like a professor in the making, like holding a finger up in the air and dictating to Lucille as they walk between the rooms.
As you came into this room, because I showed the first one, Diligence. So this room's been stripped bare, and it's now just littered with the belongings of the bugbears. You can see in the corner there's like haunches of meat from random creatures in the Stoneland, and you'd even maybe identify some more humanoid-looking cuts.
Ooh.
You see another tent down here?
Yep, she would have, as they were exploring it earlier, she would have come round and been like, and Lucille, you must always remember to use the Mage Hand cantrip wherever possible to lift and check things in an unfamiliar, potentially dangerous situation. Just like this. And she'd do the little Mage Hand cantrip and lift up the flap of it.
And as you look in the flap, you'd see a load of copper pieces just spread out on the floor. It's like quite a significant amount of them as well.
Oh. Fortune fit for a pauper.
In you go, Diligence.
I don't think so. Though Chatterpie might enjoy playing with them. Chatterpie would fly in and flick the coins around and play with them.
400 of them in there.
Yeah, he's having a great time.
Split
Shiny little
splash.
coins for Chatterpie. Whee! He'd do the awesome Corvid thing where they roll around.
Oh.
Pierre would ask Joan again to help him do a once over of the room again, if that's alright, Kieran.
Yeah, sure.
Investigation check. 15.
Investigation.
As you're looking around this room, nothing really stand out. But if you looked into the tent a bit more, where Chatterpie was rolling around, you'd also see like about 30 silver pieces like shining out. But I imagine Chatterpie might be a bit more taken by the silver ones.
Yeah, as Pierre comes up to the tent, Diligence would be like, "You wait your turn, Monsieur Rallyhorn."
I just want to see what the birds are going on a fuss about.
He's having
I imagine Pierre going to like grab it and then Chatterpie just like pecking his hand.
Yeah.
Wah!
Definitely.
peck.
In the tent as well, you see a hide cape as well. If anyone wants that.
Is it human hide? Oh, baby.
It's hide, whatever that is.
If Pierre touches it, does
Mystery
it feel magical at all, or is it just a
Just
hide?
cape.
Yeah, no, you don't want it.
Davey was here. Take it.
Davey always appreciated my loot. Diligence will take it if no one else is, even if it's just for like field study.
Yeah.
Interesting. The bugbear culture.
Oh, you've turned into Lanxam again.
No, Langston would be like, I can't use that for anything. What a terrible cape.
Is this staircase here, Kieran?
Yeah, it's leading up. It's a wooden staircase.
There's a staircase heading up if we want to continue our exploration, or if we wish to rest first.
There was one on the other side too, but that was blocked. But perhaps they blocked it for a reason?
Perhaps.
Wasn't there rooms or something upstairs?
There was on the top floor. I couldn't see into the second floor.
Okay.
Rather, Chatterpie couldn't. Come along, you're done with your metal bath now.
Maybe you
He'd
should let him
come back
bathe
out.
for longer. I probably need a bit of a rest before we get going. Unless we want Fort Champion to be attacked, of course.
Well,
Yes.
does anyone else need a bit of a catnap, as it were?
I wouldn't mind.
Well, make sure you expend any abilities you have. I have recently learned a little spell that might come in handy. And yeah, Pierre would explain that he's learned catnap. So
Oh, yeah.
I can up to 3 willing creatures of your choice within range can fall unconscious for 10 minutes, and if they are unconscious for the full 10, then they get the benefit of a short rest.
Well, I could always do with a nap, but make sure I get comfy first. Hang on.
Does the cat walking around in a circle thing?
Yeah.
So does anyone get anything back on a short rest?
Thought you'd get all our health back.
Yeah.
Diligence
Right.
would get 3 spell slots
Oh,
back.
okay, definitely to Diligence and Rodri then.
Ember would get to use a hit point.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean-
pretty high. Just Joan
Tim.
doesn't. Joan doesn't have her. Well, we could do the Joan could use her Channel Divinity and then get you
Yeah.
like everyone back up pretty much. We'll
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I could do that before we short rest, and then it comes back.
Yep.
That's smart.
So yeah, what is everybody's HP like? How much HP does everybody need?
I could do with 8.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anybody else?
I could do a 2.
Yep.
Nothing for
10.
Diligence, she's
10.
sorted.
Rodri could do with as much as you're willing to give.
Maybe top yourself up and then do the rest to Rodri.
I need 16, and then that gives 9 to Rodri.
Don't know why I'm calling her Rodri anymore. It should be Rachel.
If you send Rachel to sleep, then she can use her hit die.
Yeah, I will do
Yeah.
that. In that case, then Pierre will cast Catnap, and he will
Awesome.
cast it on Diligence, on Raedra, and on Joan.
Is this a little campfire here?
Yeah, it's still burning actually.
Oh yeah, Ember's sitting by it then. Sleeping. Little cat nap of her
There
own.
is hams or something on there.
Big
Human
hand.
hams.
It might be well, it's humanoid. You can do a medicine check if you want to see what it is.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to know what it is.
Delicacy back on
It is
the island that Joan's from that I can't
It's
remember anymore.
actually lizard man.
Alaron. A
Um,
lizard man.
Hmm
Why does he have so many legs?
Wee!
But don't bring me no alligator fingers. That's just sacrilegious.
God, can't fucking wait.
It's gonna be so good. We were doing that in the car again yesterday. It's gonna be interesting.
Right, I'm just gonna go to the toilet.
Cool.
Is Joan back up to full now? Aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I need to change that. Yeah. Ooh, why did it say 29 on there? Oh, right, because I took more damage while I was narcolepting.
Narcolepting.
Getting really quite concerning. I've been doing it all day.
You should really go to the doctor. Like,
Yeah, I'm cutting down my medication, but it's gonna take forever.
yeah.
Never mind.
Man, Bard's fucking fun.
Yeah, baby. So flexible.
Yep.
Sorcerer needs more sorcery points, but otherwise, pretty fun.
Hey, that feat.
Yeah, the feet helps a lot.
It's a
Extra
boring
2.
ring. Although you do get the extra abilities too.
Plus, you can do your breaking down and stuff.
What do you mean?
Breaking your spell slots down for sorcery points.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I need them. They're important. I've got to be able to do
Yeah,
my
but-
Bible.
You get to burn through and do awesome stuff. Oh,
Yeah, true.
I love it.
Although it's
Wizard
quite
feels
expensive to do it though.
very different and very cool.
Yeah, it seems like you're having fun.
It's much more considered. Whereas, yeah, with a sorcerer, you're just like, let's fucking go!
Yeah.
Twin, quickened, empowered, heightened. Oh, my spell slots are gone.
Yep.
Whereas with wizard, it's like, just gonna use my action each turn. Let's think about what would be the most useful spell to use right now. And then you get your arcane recovery, which is really good.
Real good.
You think we can short rest now, or should we wait for Kieran to say so?
I did the catnap spell, so you won't need to.
Ah.
You've got 10 minutes, and you get the benefits of a short rest. You don't. I don't think you need to use hit die though. You used your channel divinity on yourself, right?
Yeah, I didn't actually give myself enough because I didn't realise I'd taken damage
Oh,
while
right.
I was
Yeah,
while I was dead.
yeah, you can use your hit die then.
And then oh,
And you'd get your Channel Divinity back.
yeah,
Because Catnap's
Oh,
a really
fuck.
fucking cool spell.
that
Yeah.
feels better. Turn undead. Yeah. Now that I know how turn undead works, I'm like, what an idiot. Can't believe I kept on trying to kill things.
Run away.
We ready to continue?
Yeah, I think.
Didn't even
Yo.
know what that voice was.
That was shot through the heart, and you're to blame.
Dude.
You give love bad name.
Tom, you give D&D a bad name.
It's true. It's been said.
Shot through heart, your to brain. You give love bad name. Stupid.
God.
So stupid. Yeah, I think Pierre would lead the charge up the stairs. He'd be looking for any signs of, maybe with Liana's help, for any signs of like runes and shit up on the steps.
Okay, do an investigation.
Yeah, she would help.
I've got 21.
So it doesn't look like it as you're heading up. It just seems like an ordinary wooden staircase, worn from use. As you get to the end of the hall, you can see some carpets leading around. So you can right now. No, I'm not. So you can put your tokens like that.
Seems fairly ordinary to me.
So far, this was the floor that I couldn't see into at all.
Looks like more bugbears have taken refuge, so I think we can probably assume there's no magical traps. Oh shit.
Sorry. So let me just So as you go into this room looks completely stripped clean, and it's been repurposed. As you look around, you see this massive bugbear sitting on a throne with weapons completely surrounding him.
Oh,
Well,
that
once
token is so cool.
The once beautiful floor coverings trying to form a runway up to his throne, and they're sort of stained in blood. And as you come up the stairs, he's looking at you. You can see sort of assortment of personal effects around the side of the sort of throne. It kind of looks like a throne room from this angle. And he's watching you as you come around the steps.
Good day.
He
I can't believe we are being trapped by these stupid creatures again.
Yeah, would kind of put his hand back, like, don't walk forward.
He rises from his chair and he points here. He's like, "Bow before your king."
Of course, our king. Everyone, come forward. But you
It
know,
doesn't look anything like a monitor.
keep your distance. Yes, our king, and he would take one knee and just say, King,
King Cragger,
King
Slammer.
King Cragger the Slammer, of course. I am your humble servant, Pierre Rallyhorn. How do you do, Your Highness?
I am very well, thank you, puny human. The Hand of the Sun said you were coming. I'm glad you have offered yourself so freely to me.
Yes,
And with that, he's like, "If you would please stay still." And he reaches over for the weapon at his side, and he draws out this huge morning star.
Yeah.
Yes, well, of course. But first, my Highness, I before you commit your great deed, I wish to I have a story to tell you. If you would please entertain me.
Do a persuasion check, Pierre.
Yeah.
You'd hear the sound of a seagull cawing from behind Pierre.
22.
Proceed and tell your story. It shall entertain the king before you are brutally smashed against my beautiful floor.
Of course, my king. Let me start by saying this is a story of someone of your capacity. It's quite amusing, though, I have to say. The story...
He holds up his hand to you. He's like, there is no one of King Cragger the Slammer's capacity. Continue.
No, of course, someone, more... Weaker, yes, more princely than your kingly self. And it was quite funny, really. The story of this man who... He bought a castle, you see. He conquered it off of an enemy. One much weaker than yourself.
He gestures around. He's like, this is King Cragger the Slammer's castle. We conquered it off the puny wizards here before.
Oh, of course. Well, this story is quite similar in quite a way, my king. The story of how the bugbears, they conquered it off the puny humans. And, well, you see, what happened, though, the castle itself was built on quite unstable ground, on a swamp, one might say. And you might say that after a few years, the castle itself might have sunk into the swamp, and it was quite a funny affair. And he's going to cast Tash's Hideous Laughter on him.
Okay.
Where's Joan?
I'm here.
On the map.
Oh, I don't know where I was meant to be.
Just put yourself
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Here we go.
Come on.
Ooh.
Yes.
He will use his legendary resistance.
Oh, fuck.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
And he's like, oh. And as he like shakes his head, he's like, foolish humans, you will crush under the hand of sun. And he holds up his mace. And can you roll initiative?
Yeah.
I love this guy. Fucking love this guy.
I'm pretty happy with that. We burnt a legendary resistance on a fucking...
Yeah,
Hideous
definitely.
Laughter.
That's a bad initiative.
I was hoping I'd roll higher than that. Fuck. Where's my flash of genius? Thanks him.
Yeah. God, that ability was...
Fuck. Okay.
I forgot I meant to be doing chat pies separately.
So we do a round. I think that'll end it out.
Sounds good to me.
Kroger, the Slammer.
I would gladly watch a TV show of just Kieran's thug bosses. It'd be the best thing ever.
I think I made this guy before I decided Slugger was going to be in it.
Such a good token. I love that picture.
That's a great token.
I'd love to see Kieran do, like, the United Nations of his thug bosses.
That'd be so ridiculous.
I don't think you
but
put what's his
amazing.
face on there, Kieran.
Oh, because I didn't. I
Sat
rolled
around the
his
table.
dex. Yeah.
Because he's up first.
He's not. He got 6.
I think we should try and
Oh, no, he
end the
didn't.
No,
planet
he got,
crisis.
he got fucking 19.
Oh fuck, yeah, he did.
I'd like to have some propositions for the catering for next meeting.
Right.
Honestly, I'd take Mephistus Rex as more seriously than I'd do Donald Trump or Boris Johnson.
You know who's going to be the big bad of Walk TT?
Yeah.
Mephistus. He's just going to come at the end.
It's gonna form a new level of hell just for him.
I'm fully expecting him to be like Xanathar's right-hand man.
Well, boss, I fought before here. We lost, but yeah. Right. With that, you see him get the shield as well on his giant morning star, and he just charges straight at PA. He's like, "You will be crushed into the."
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
27?
Well,
The 25 piercing damage.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a bit.
This guy.
I'm hurting, guys. That really hurt.
Okay, move sort of
when
there.
you barge your tank, something's.
And can you make a
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw as well, Pierre?
Indeed.
Ooh.
Oh, this is the kind of situation where it
I-
sucks to be an
Um,
elf
so-
and not a barbarian.
You take an
Mm.
additional.
Uh-oh.
Oh, not plus 12. It's just 2d6. Don't worry. Oh, it's still 12. 12. 12 poison damage.
I'm on 1 HP, guys.
Holy crap!
You know.
Oh shit.
Ouch.
Well, remember when Tom this in-game morning was like, it's a mage tower, so I'll prepare counterspell and line of sight blocking stuff. I won't take blindness, deafness, or ray of enfeeblement because it's going to be a mage tower. Oh dear.
Don't expect the mage at the mage tower.
Don't you worry, guys. I'll counterspell when he fucking comes around.
It is Ember's turn. No, it's Lucille's turn. Sorry.
Right.
Jesus, Lucille's gonna back right the fuck up. Well, obviously I want to like optimize Kieran, but I don't want to make Lucille some.
She's very capable.
Okay,
She's a level 4 psychic.
then she's
Level
gonna
5
move
psychic.
over here, and she's gonna cast invisibility on Pierre
Ooh.
Mm.
because he's in a bad spot, and he can break it when he sees fit. So yeah, invisibility on Pierre.
Right, at the end of Lucille's turn,
Mm-hmm.
Kroger's like, I hit him so hard he disappeared. And then he's going to he's going to use a legendary action and hit Ember with a Morning Star.
20,
Yeah.
25. Lucille moved over here. Ooh.
10.
Oh, fucking misses. How's that?
He's like,
Dodges out of the way.
Shatterpie's turn.
Chatterpie hasn't received any instructions, so you can skip his turn for now. He
He's
takes the
frustrated-
dodge action automatically, I think.
He's frustrated, so he swings out at Ember again.
Yeah.
'Bonk.
12 piercing damage.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to move around behind him whilst invisible.
Wait, you skipped my turn.
Oh, sorry. Go on, Diligence.
The third vanishes with a spell and blocks line of sight. Which is blinded. Or space. Okay. Would that be worth doing? Maybe we'll save that for later. Diligence is gonna do something questionable, and she's gonna invite an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Boop.
You will 100% accept it.
Please don't crit. Okay. Yep. Ow.
Stay still so I can hit you harder.
That's fine. We take those. 1, 2. So she's going to move right back. And now that she's not in melee, she will 3rd level acid arrow at him.
Ooh.
Whoosh.
What save is that?
It's not. It's a
Ooh.
attack roll. 20.
It hits.
Wow, that was a bad roll.
So 10 acid, and then on his next, at the end of his next turn, he takes a further 9 acid.
Okay, I'll put the green on him. to
Cool.
remind me next
Yeah,
time.
I'll try and remember as well. And then for her bonus action, she's going to command Chatterpie to fly. He has a very high flying speed, 70 feet, to perch on top of the tent over here.
Okay.
No longer dodging. That's my turn.
You skip Pierre.
Oh, sorry.
Pierre's going to move around behind him, and while he's invisible, he gets advantage with his Mastercrafted Rapier. So he'll make that attack. 2 lower AC. Oh!
Hey.
Nice.
He will use a Bardic Inspiration to make it a defensive flourish. So gets 2 of them as a crit. So an extra 7 damage. Actually, would that crit? Or not?
Whoa.
I don't know. We haven't been clear about what we're maximizing or not. We've said
not
before that
worried
we'll only maximize the original
I meant the Bardic
damage.
damage. Would that crit though? Would you roll 2 dice?
I think you would roll 2 dice, yeah.
Yeah.
So would that apply to my AC, both the dice?
I don't think so.
No, it's just the first one.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It sucks. So an extra 2 damage, so 14, 18, 19, 25 points of piercing damage. Right, AC increases by 1. No longer invisible. And then my bonus action, I will use the Dancing Rapier and make an attack with that. 15.
Just clangs off his armor.
Yeah. And Pierre would definitely shout at Joan like, "Joan, any healing would be hot." And that's his turn.
She's going to move up, and she'll do a Zune move up. She'll make a Great Axe attack.
He's fully flanked, so it's -5 to his AC.
Mm.
It hits.
Yeah, you would do 2 less damage because your dueling thing doesn't work while you've got the shield.
No, it does. It's only with weapons. I double checked.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no other weapons.
Yeah.
I always thought you couldn't have a
No,
shield.
you can have a shield. Double check.
Shit.
So, Crag is looking pretty bad already, as he's just been ploughed into by Rodri, Dragon, and Pierre. Joan.
Is Ember looking rough? She's...
Pierre did shout out to you.
Yeah, is looking
Yeah, I
shit.
know, but I'm trying to decide whether or not Diligence needs some and if Ember needs some as well.
So Pierre needs it more.
On
But
1
I am-
HP.
If you want to know
Well,
what
I
I'm
was-
about to do, is I am about to take an opportunity attack potentially.
Okay.
You won't, because
Right.
Diligence took it for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
same round, yeah.
he's already used his reaction.
So
You're
28
welcome.
20 HP to Pierre and 5 to Diligence.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe you still got your
Thank you.
bonus action if you want to do spells.
Oh, can I still do that?
Yeah, because it's not
Oh.
a spell.
Excellent. I'm gonna do Spiritual Weapon. And
Hit him with the bomb.
group him up over here. Did that actually work when I did that?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. 23. Does that hit?
23 does hit.
Excellent. 8. I like to think the tongue just reaches out as far as it can and just like smacks him around the head with it.
Yeah, he just looks at it and he's like, Ember.
Ember is gonna run away up here,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna Scorching Ray all 3 at him. After
Okay.
using Mantle first.
Come on.
So first one.
And with that, he is defeated.
Amazing.
Nice.
And he's like, "Bow your and like collapses to the floor.
The extra acid goes off and just starts eating away at him.
Yeah.
The one-round wonder.
He was meant to be a super mini boss, and I guess he was a super mini boss.
He hit like a fucking truck.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah. It was close to his next round, so that could have been pretty painful, but yeah.
Well, that was easier than I thought it would be.
Sometimes it has to be, I suppose. Not everything's going to be like that orc.
True, true.
True.
And we'll end it there today, because I know Annie has to go to
Yeah.
bed.